on that side of me.
Hello.
How you doing, Tristan? Who's that in the other corner? That looks a lot like Tom Ashley. Is that you, Tom Ashley? Welcome, Tom Ashley. How you doing? Look at that, it's Mr. Raggy. We like a bit of Raggy. And
like talking to children.
Who's there?
It's Thursday. No, it's Saturday afternoon. And we're here again chatting about drones and playing with toys and things that we've built and new ideas.
Yeah.
Lots of new ideas and different things. Carlos is making me laugh. You'll see him in a minute. What day is it today?
What day?
Who knows what day it is today?
What's the date?
It's the date. It's that kind of thing. So, today we've got quite a few things we're going to talk about. Where do we start? Where should we start? I'm going to start from kitchen cam, because we like a bit of zoom cam.
Yes.
I have been flying this little beauty. Has anyone seen that? How are we doing, guys? Thanks for joining us. Got a little bit of list of people on there.
Dino, Chris, George, Dino, Rory.
Umit.
There we go.
Umit's from Germany, good friend of mine.
Umit. Worldwide
Hello,
listeners,
Yeah.
welcome.
Welcome.
Grandmaster's here.
The Grandmaster.
And may the force be with you.
May the 4th be with you too.
Wow.
Carlos, as you know, is a big cosplayer, and he loves a bit of cosplay, and he's come today for two reasons.
Yes, to
One
control.
of them's very sad, is that
Is it?
Chewie passed away.
Did he?
He did.
No.
Yeah, the guy that played
When?
Chewie passed away.
Today or
I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. I think.
Wow.
It's really, really sad.
Really?
Yeah. And the second is that
I didn't understand. I didn't understand anything he was saying. I was like,
But, you know,
I just nodded most
he's
of
a
the time.
big character from our childhood, you know what I mean? Like, we all love a bit of
I
Chewie.
just nodded.
And today is May the 4th.
It is. That's
So-
why I'm dressed like this, not
May the
because I'm
4th be with
crazy or
you.
anything.
You're not crazy, he hasn't gone monkey or anything. That is your May the 4th outfit.
I didn't want to take my trousers off.
We love
I
a bit
forgot
of May the
this.
4th.
This
You
was
never
like,
miss an opportunity
totally
to
last
dress
minute.
up.
But that's very close. It's very close. It is very May the 4th.
it is.
Yeah, I like
Except
it.
for the trousers. But I
Except
have
for
the
the
other
jeans.
ones, but I'm not
You
gonna.
do have them, but you just didn't want to change them now. But that's great.
Don't want to get my
Can you
dick
get your
out.
lightsaber out?
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't want to get my lightsaber out in front of
No,
all
you
the
want to
people.
get your heavy saber out. Did you see what I did there? No? Okay,
Yeah.
good. So, sorry, I was talking
Go on.
about the sensi, which is this little frame here.
Yes.
Yeah, because I want to get serious about this. Yeah, I love this little frame.
And I'm gonna fly it.
You are going to fly it live.
my
Your
mind.
first. No, let's not be silly. This will be, I think, your first go with these these HQ props.
No, second go.
Yeah, second go. You had a little flick earlier.
A little flick. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I quite like these HQ props. Thank you very much. Sorry if I say your name wrong. Zong.
Zombie,
From HQ. Top man sent me these props because he knows what we're up to here. I think that they are.
Hello, James. Welcome to the stream. as
I
well.
think they are exactly. Welcome, James. I think they're exactly what I've been looking for.
Yes.
Because, as we all know, I started this project with 65mm props
Yes.
before I even decided anything else.
Yes.
And the
And-
rolling spider one.
And then I
Yeah.
said, use 55.
Yeah,
Because they're
55s.
better.
No, because they're a little bit
But
stiffer.
that's because we didn't have any more props, really.
but
and
the
because it
rolling
was...
Jem likes
spider-
it quite stiff as well.
I like it stiff. The rolling spider props. This is descending this
All
show
the fun.
right now. The rolling spider props are too soft. They're fine for brushed motors. Seriously, I don't know what to say with these things. They're fine for brushed motors, but
Yeah.
they can't handle the power of the brushless motors.
Yes.
So they're way too soft for this build
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Do you want to
So-
get some DVR footage of this quad flying up?
Oh, which one?
The sensi.
The before. There's the
Before,
before footage.
Yeah.
Um,
Or do we want to have Carlos flying this one live?
I'd
I'd
like
fly
him to
it
fly it live. I'd be
I
happy
think
if
it's
Carlos
raining
flew
at the moment.
do
It's
that
pretty windy
live.
today, but,
It sounds very windy out there to me.
but
Yeah,
when
it's not raining,
when
it's
you were
fine.
flying it
Not
earlier,
raining?
Jem,
Windy. But yeah.
Yeah.
when you were flying it earlier, Jem, in the wind,
Yeah.
it still flew very, very well.
Yeah,
It's very-
yeah.
yeah.
It has tons of power.
The 65 props will cut through that wind and they'll give you that power back.
Hello to Dave Smith.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining
Oh,
us.
Dave, how you doing,
Hey.
Dave? James joining us.
Oh, we've
And
got
Chris.
Chris Atkins
Chris
as well.
Atkins.
Mr. West Coast Customs.
Wow. Okay, so I am going to. Here is. I quite like this flight, I must say, and I'm going to show you this. This flight is Tristan's flight. You was flying this, wasn't you,
This
Tristan?
is me.
This was
The other
Tristan
day.
flying
Don't
this.
copy strike me, Tristan.
Yeah. This was Tristan flying the other day. You was flying with the gem fan props.
Yeah, so with 2-inch props,
Which are these?
4 blades.
These little 4-blade 2-inch props. I'm just going to let it play.
They're good,
And
but
he even put a nice tune on it. I don't know if we can have that. We're going to get a strike for the tune.
No. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a really not very well known art.
It's a very chill tune.
No, take the tune off.
Off the tune, off the tune.
Yeah, on that one.
I'm taking the tune off. I'm taking it off here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
That works.
It's a really good tune.
It
Everyone
works
out
there.
there,
Yeah,
go on,
but
it's on
copyright.
YouTube. Go and look it up
Go
yourself.
and look it up. He's given the credit in his little video thing. But this was Tristan flying the other day, just on those gem props, the 4 blades.
Yeah.
And it looks like a really fun, enjoyable fly. Like
It's a decent sized garden, but the whole time I was having to hold myself
You
back
was
a bit because there was
restricting.
so much power.
there is a lot
I was
of power.
on the edge of just like, oh my god, this is going crazy.
But you had the power whenever you needed
But then
it
look,
within
like this,
that, didn't
it's
you?
very controllable. You can still take it under the table without smashing into everything round the
Look,
car without
look,
worrying
that's all
about
tight round there. That's all very tight round there.
Yeah.
What Carlos opening Discord. So it's a lovely little
We
path.
have
I mean,
Discord there.
So it
do
flew
we?
really nicely
yeah,
like this.
ignore the Discord. No, I'll turn that off. Look, it's not on the stream, is it? I know.
It is.
It's on the stream.
This flew really well with these props, but watching Jem fly earlier today, even though it's so windy, it
I
flew
reckon you
even
could-
better. And
Yeah.
this is what you were looking
Yeah.
for when you envisioned this squad originally, right, Jem?
Yes, this is.
Was that
Your
before or
board
after?
was outside
Was that before or after Kebab had told you what to do? Sorry, I probably shouldn't say that.
let's just not even go there. Look,
Yeah.
look. I don't even want to go there. I'm not even going to touch that whole subject.
It's not worth it.
So this was Tristan flying earlier.
Yeah.
I've now put the HQ props on, and Carlos,
Did you move?
did I move?
No, he was sitting down.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
no,
two
no.
flights.
There is
Ah,
two
okay.
flights in there. He's done
I
a
thought-
jump cut, but it's very
Oh, okay,
quick,
okay.
so you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
really notice
I didn't
it.
notice, yeah. I thought, well, did he just get up and
Like teleport.
standing
Move while he was
flying?
flying, yeah. So you're going to go out now. You're ready, nearly.
Am I?
Battery's there.
Yeah, I'm okay.
It's not quite sunny today, unfortunately.
It's not as sunny
It's a
today.
little bit windier.
It's not as sunny
This
today.
day was perfectly still. It was pretty warm as well, considering recently.
It was a very nice day, actually.
And it's such a nice garden to fly.
A very, very nice
But I never
day.
thought with such a small drone would that garden feel so tiny.
What do you mean? Like so tiny? Like it?
Like normally that garden feels big.
There's
If I
plenty
fly
of-
around around there in a 65mm whoop,
Yeah.
that garden feels massive.
Dun, dun, dun,
Okay.
dun, dun.
Hang on. I'm just now. Hang on.
No,
I've
no,
got
go.
to transition you again.
Dun,
Right.
dun, 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 dun,
Right, this is now. This is, right.
Settle down, yeah, okay.
Settle down, Carlos. This is now Carlos, and he's about to test fly with the HQ props.
Can I have your goggles?
My goggles are up there.
Yeah.
There they are.
cool.
Yeah.
Because mine are flickering, I don't know.
And out in the garden, I've been looking forward to see this. Thank you, Mustafa. Yes, the council came in and cut my hair off for me. They couldn't have it anymore. They said I was infringing on a neighbour's property.
Infringing on the what?
I was, it was just too much hair.
Your antenna isn't even on.
What do you mean?
There you go.
What do you mean? Okay, here we go. Ready, take off in like 3.
In 3.
Yeah, 2, 1. Now, there you go.
Oh,
Oh,
There we go. So much power.
wow.
So can you?
I'm in stabilize now.
Yeah. So let us know what kind of throttle you're on. What's your throttle
I'm,
percentage there?
below mid.
Below mid. Way below
About
mid.
30%, I'd say. Max,
Oh,
maybe
RX Plus.
25.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what have you done?
RX Plus there for a second. I think it's because Tristan is right on top of me on my right.
Yeah.
You want to
he
come
is.
to this
I moved
side?
away else as well.
Huh?
He's moved
Or
away.
just come to this side.
Going towards the tree, you know?
Where,
right
where
the way over here.
He's moved away.
Yeah.
Yeah, the throttle percentage is low.
I almost forgot about the wind. Like it's proper windy outside, but you can see it. Oh.
It does take the wind. What, have you hit the tree?
You were throwing that around like a 5-inch quad.
I was, yeah.
He was throwing it about.
What tree is there? Oh, it's this tree right here. Okay.
I think it can take way more wind.
It can. Like I forgot about the
Still
wind.
in the tree.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's this tree right here.
The thing is, it's definitely not a heavy drone.
No.
Like, if you crash that into a building or even yourself, it's not going to be the end of the world.
I think we'll put it back on the scales, but I'm pretty sure it was under 50 grand
What? Without a battery?
without a battery.
How much with a battery?
I don't know. I'm making it up.
It depends on the battery,
But
doesn't it?
when they bring it, we'll put it on the scale properly, and we'll see what it is. But that was, it's a very light thing. There's nothing to it. You know. So they've gone outside now looking for the drone. So whilst they're outside, Tristan, we can talk about other things. Yeah, I've got my little list here because we do prep for some stuff. I wanted to mention that you've got a shirt on. Can you see this? It's got a shirt on, and there's only one reason. It's on 2 cells there, Chris. There's only one reason people wear this top. There's only one reason, and that is because they have become a team pilot. And there's a good reason for becoming a team pilot. Welcome, Tristan,
Thank you very much.
to the team.
I'm honoured.
Yeah, it's all about what you're putting in. Yeah, it's not about what you're going to get from Drone Junkie. That's not what it's all about. It's about you, your attitude to what you're doing, why you do it, the way you share what you do with other people. That's what's important to us. Yeah. And you qualify on all of those points. So welcome, Tristan, to the team.
Welcome.
Yeah. Are you going back up again?
Yeah.
Can I just quickly borrow it? I wanted to put it on the scales.
It's outside.
Oh, is it outside? Okay, no worries. We'll leave it for when you come back.
That's fine. I can do it.
You can see we're very well prepared here for all these eventualities. Marty, how you doing? Oh, look, it's Marty from Hydra FPV, my favourite app. So if anyone knows what Hydra FPV is, or if they don't know what it is, I think, the perfect solution. Look at that lovely little dive. The perfect solution to anyone that's running an event or doing any kind of racing with your mates.
To the left.
It's an app. I'll put it up in a minute. And it helps you run your event. That's so lovely. So look at it. He's proper diving that one down.
Catches at the bottom so cleanly as
It's-
well.
look at it.
These props are amazing. It's worth waiting to have the right thing.
It is. This is why, I put those gem fans on the 4 blades.
This literally feels like a 5-inch.
This is it.
Acting like it.
It is the difference.
Oh, so which mile?
The wind takes it though. I don't notice it, but the wind takes it that way as well.
Yeah. More than a 5-inch.
I think he's flying the pink. Are you flying the 450?
Yeah.
So that's the biggest battery I put on there. That pink 450. But you could 2 cell, but you could
still go 3.
there is an option for 3 cell, yeah. But you need way more room than we've got there. I would say a 370-ish lipo would be plenty. But yeah, look at the wind.
It is
I
crazy
can see the trees waving from inside here.
Yeah, look at that.
Look
See
how
on the
much,
FPV, it's mad.
and yet he's battering it. Look at that.
I don't even notice anymore.
And look at the
Wow.
voltage. It's not even sagging down.
Oh shit.
Oh, what's happened there? Here we
What
go.
recovery.
I think I
Yeah,
hit something.
still up there at 7 volts. You might have just clipped the top of that tree. We've got Phil Quattro's joined us. How you doing, Phil? Thanks for joining us. So this is the Sensi frame running the new HQ 65mm props, which I am rapidly falling in love with. They are.
Sounds beautiful.
When I flew this frame the other day with the 2-inch gem fan 4-blade props, it was great. But this, just seeing this now, coping with this wind, that's next level.
It's next level. It's what I've wanted. It's the solution.
Micro's going to be massive.
Yeah, micros will be massive. There you go. Sideways through a gate.
Because
the wind, that much.
You feel the wind pushing it a bit.
Even in the wind, you have control.
And look at the flight. 3 minutes of flight, and it's still above 7 volts. Oh!
A lot of that is to do with that My Lipo Parker. They're amazing.
The My Lipos are the only batteries I'd use on this.
It's the only batteries I'd use, but
Full
there
stop,
you go. I'm well biased on My Lipo.
What's the battery like? 7
So
volts?
you're on
Is that
7
low?
volts. It's getting down there. I'm surprised that's saying low battery. You're pushing though. You're pushing up.
It's been a hard
why.
flight, yeah. You're not been pootling around.
Look, see when you come off throttle, it goes off low battery. You're back on throttle. So you're pushing the edge of that battery. It's weird, that though.
And this is you crashed this a few times earlier, Jem. Obviously, just to test how rugged the props were.
Oh, I crashed it because I'm really rubbish. But that was nearly a 4-minute flight. 347.
But the props have survived some pretty hard crashes.
Yeah, I've even had it upside down
I like
and done crash flip. And
There's
it's
some
had,
on the camera.
yeah, it's had,
Marty,
it's had
yeah,
no problem.
It looks quite lovely, but the level of wind is unreal.
Yeah, there's a lot of wind out there.
There's
Ian's asked when's the frame available?
Well, very soon, within a couple of weeks.
Within weeks, people.
The battery was out as well.
And the battery wasn't in place.
HDPE will possibly be before that then.
HDPE will possibly be before that.
They
That
are
does
coming.
need to be confirmed.
For something
though.
this tiny.
Well, the
that's why
engineer
it's
has the
fucking
drawings.
crazy, man.
Yes. So yes.
I
So
mean,
I want a
bloody crazy.
HDPE. Hang on. There you go. I want a HDPE as well, which is this one by Tom Ashley, which is the guy that actually done most of the CAD, well, all the CAD work. I just drove him nuts saying change this, change that 50 times. So thanks to Tom Ashley, because otherwise we wouldn't be in this position.
Your battery needs charging.
On the goggles, because I abuse it. So that's the HDPE frame. It's 9 grams, which is pretty awesome. And Tom really wants this one. I'm not a fan of ducks, but Tom made this one, and it's cute. It'll work.
Do you want to say hi to Tony and John who've joined us?
Tony and
Thanks
John.
for joining, guys.
Oh, Tony, how you doing?
Well, from the
All
US?
the way from America. Tone, how you doing?
How's America, Tony?
How is the States? So this HDPE one is 30 grams.
Pretty heavy, but with
So
3S battery.
That's a fair few grams heavier.
With
But-
what, how much?
30.
30.
Yeah,
Okay.
from 9. And
How much is the full thing?
We could
so the
lose a lot
full
of weight
build
on
on the
ducks.
Sensi is 46 grams without a lipo. Yeah, it's not too bad. But hang on, these are 1104s and I want 1102s, which is what I've ordered.
No.
So, yeah, it might get a little bit lighter. Oh no, Carlos is objecting to the 1102 request.
I think it's too small.
You think so?
I don't.
For the power that it's outputting with this.
Well, I can't say that until we test it, bro. So
Yeah, true.
You could fly
But
802. You could
this
fly
is like-
802
this is
2S
cold.
on those props.
And I had.
And you think the 802s will come down warmer?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to add a couple
Possibly.
of grams for a nice hood as well.
And for a little bit of
Yeah.
canopy, yeah.
Yeah.
gram 2.
We've
gram
flown
three.
that
yeah,
without a
yeah.
canopy, but
Yeah.
normally it does have this little one on
Apparently
the
it's
top.
wet in New York.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh
Huh?
dear.
Is it
Oh,
wet
sucks.
in New York?
It's not good here. And then this is the lipo
It's not
we're
in New
flying
York, it's
with.
in Florida.
Is the
That's
450
in New York,
pink parkour
Keep it trapped.
for my lipo. So it's an 80 odd gram total weight.
Yes, we'd
Yeah.
love from Chris there. Would love to see an East Coast canopy on that. Damn straight.
Yes. Well, we've got a load of East Coast. This one is a
Which
tiny
one
whip
do you
canopy.
want?
Yeah. So we've got. You could have a Groot on it if you wanted. Yeah, this is a
So
Groot.
many options.
This one. Yeah, it's just. Let's
Is this like a
let's
tentacle,
just
really?
explain this. This massive camera mount that we've got here, this blue bit here. When we first built this, because I designed this to have just straight out from Tiny Whoop, with the same camera mount. But when we first built it, we used the Rolling Spider props, and it was getting a lot of wobble. And I'm thinking, what's doing this jello? And we've changed everything. We even went to splitting the camera from the flight controller, which is why you've got this. But it wasn't that; it was the props.
For the props,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
They were
rubbish.
too,
Yeah,
But it's
So-
still a preferred
Flexible.
way to mount a
Yeah.
camera, I think, not
But-
on the flight control.
and not on the flight
I like
controller.
it.
So
think
there's,
so?
I think I would say.
It's not
It's
necessary.
more sturdy, I would have thought.
we've lost a nut here.
Although
I
in that build you are.
Look at that window.
I don't
your
think there's a
own
big
screw
problem,
through.
but
I heard the
however,
wing. I was.
this doesn't allow me to
If I let
put
it go,
camp
then it would be better.
mounts that have got the side on. Yeah, because I've got nowhere down to go. So I've
I
had to
like
cut
your original
these
3D print
canopies
version
to put
anyway
on
that you printed off.
to get them on there.
I can't
It was
believe this
also
was
designed
flying
around
as
the
well as it
HD.
was.
Like
In
it
such
was-
wind.
Yeah.
Now, you can hear the wind now,
Okay.
can't you?
Yeah, well, I kind of, when you said like, oh, it's very windy, I kind of started like listening in, and then I heard, and I looked at the tree, and it was bending.
Exactly. It's very,
Guys,
very windy.
Feels
But it was
in New
also
York
just-
apparently. It's been raining for weeks. That sucks. We've had
Oh,
some really
what?
good weather here in the UK.
It's been raining in New York as well.
Jim,
Oh.
it was designed around the HD camera, remember? The bigger mount with the screw down. and
Yes,
stuff.
Yeah.
so
That's it,
like
yeah.
where's the other jobby?
Which is, yeah.
The other
Not a
jobby.
pretty
This is
picture.
not the prettiest of picture because I printed this in resin.
I'm not showing it.
Oh, am I not showing it? Hang on. I'm looking at the wrong screen. Sorry, guys. So it's not pretty because as well I crash it. But I printed this in resin and it was designed to hold this or the other one, which is why if you look on this frame, on this HDPE, you've got 4 holes in the middle for the flight controller, and you've got these other 4 holes on dimples on the outside to take the HD size camera mounts.
Yeah.
So you've got all the options. Another thing is, I don't know if you can see it, but the motor mounts, the motor holes, look, there you go. So can you see there you've got 4 holes. I've only cut 4 holes in. And these 2 and this one make one motor set, and these 2 make another motor set.
Yeah.
So you've
got
got
1S and 2S.
Yeah.
All for 11.
So you've got
O's
11
and
motors
8,
and 08s with 3 screws, and this is an oval. Yeah, so to let that circuit spin round.
Phil's just asking, so what props are those?
Yes, they are HQ65s props. I'm so happy.
They're
Zong
so
sorted
much
my
better.
life out. What a top bloke.
Oh, had Jay's just joined us as well?
I
Hello, Jay.
absolutely love those
Jimmy.
props. They are the real deal.
Yeah.
It's given me a nice little bag of them.
1S.
Tom is actually passed me something else. I've got to show you this guy. This is another one. So this is the Sensi Titch. No one's seen this one before. This is,
Titch?
yeah,
What does that mean?
small.
Titch.
Oh, I like it.
Titchy.
Whalers.
Yeah, remember the 3-inch
Like
titch?
titch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Little tiny one.
So this is Sensi Titch, and it's very, very
It's
similar
Titch, yeah.
in pattern. In
Sounds
fact,
like
it's exactly the same.
Only the 3 holes though. It's not.
Yeah, it's only for 08 motors, and it's been shrunk down. It does have the hole there for the 11s, but
I wouldn't do
I wouldn't put the
It's made
11s on
40
there.
mil
No,
props,
yeah.
so
Yeah, but yes, there you go, 40
It
mil,
looks nice though.
40 mil props. It's phenomenal. This flies really, really well. Like seriously
I'd say that's
well.
probably
With this
slightly too light
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit too light for today because
Shall we try it?
Yeah,
It
go
is
for it.
flowing.
Don't lose it.
Yeah.
Please don't lose it.
Put
It's
that.
beautiful.
Put the 333 HV. Yeah, that one in it.
Yep.
And
Oh,
one.
I need a battery.
Yeah, and another thing.
My battery's a
That
bit low.
333. So traditionally, let's have a little conversation about this. It might not show too well with this one. Can you give me one of those longer ones?
One.
The 370 or something. Traditionally, anyone, it doesn't matter. No, that's a 1S. But I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this to illustrate the point.
Didn't tell me.
Yeah, there you go. Is you'd have the battery front to back. That you'd always be getting front to back battery like this. And I'm really not happy with this. I'm finding it's causing funny problems. So I'm going to do my LiPo holder, which Tom has done one like that, and I want to do that like that, so my LiPo sits in sideways.
Or you can rotate it. It's your preference at the end.
I'd
of the
want
day,
my
yeah.
LiPo that way. Try and get it in camera for people. But that's my LiPo rather than front to back. What do you guys think? I quite like the sideways.
But you can rotate it either way on the
Yeah,
mounting hole.
because
so
the
yeah,
mounting
yeah.
holes, this is all symmetrical. So this same LiPo mount could go this way or this way.
I did it full
Just want to
12
say hi
mil
to
thick,
Brent
you would
for
have
joining us.
Oh, Brent Goody, how you
Welcome.
doing, Brent?
And Chris, yes, you do need the titch. It's beautiful.
There is a thing, like this is a LiPo mount by
All the
Tom,
quads.
it's a nice mount, but do we need more than elastic bands?
Yes.
Yeah, oh, we've had a yes, that was a definitive yes from out the back there.
This is the key, but I can do this
Yeah.
12 mil
Over time,
thick,
and then
which
you
will
come
hold
back
on
to
to
the
the
drone after a
battery.
few
Take
months
that.
and it's just cade on
Yeah,
the drone.
yeah,
It's like, oh.
Yeah. So where's the titch? Is it in the air yet?
Well, I could put it.
Yeah, okay, we're going to put it in the air.
Wait, is it raining? It's raining.
I don't get what Brent's talking about, a toilet. Toilet
Not
tank.
raining, just like a few spots.
I didn't get
Slightly
that.
windy.
I didn't get that. Alright, hang on. Where's this one here?
I'll show you how.
It's not on. Why are we not on?
Because you're in the
Oh,
wrong
right.
frequency.
It is
Up there.
raining slightly.
Up there.
It's
That
a
is-
little bit windy.
My word, that's windy out there. If this thing survives, stay in the garden, Carlos, yeah?
Don't go over
If
the
this
train
thing
tracks.
survives, I would be very surprised.
Keep it low.
Jeez, that is windy. It's very windy outside, guys.
Oh, I don't see the channel. Oh, there
We're
we
just searching for channel now
go. It's race band 8.
with our roof antenna. There it
How did the other
is.
drone do so well?
There it is. Try and stay like local, Carlos.
Huh?
Try and stay local.
No promise.
Yeah. So this is the
Keep it low.
titch.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Tristan's running after it.
Oh my god, my video is terrible. Yeah, give me a second.
You're on the wrong channel.
On the floor. By the stool. Oh shit.
You're on the wrong channel then. But toilet tank is the name for a sideways battery. Is that right? Toilet tank. Yeah, I suppose it is, isn't it? Because the tank's like that way. Yeah. So I'm going to go for a toilet tank battery.
We call it a system battery in the UK.
And yeah, it does. I totally agree with you, Brent. It does look like a fix rather than a solution. It does work well, but you know this one that Tom's done, I really do like it.
This
but
is better. All right.
personally, I want a 2-strap harnessing.
Oh, here.
Here it is.
Let's F up this quad.
Ah, are we taking off?
Phil's asking how we set up the roof antenna. It's a little bit
On the roof.
It's a little bit rudimentary.
Oh wow. Okay,
It's a
so it's wobbling
roti.
a little bit.
Yes,
I'm going to put it into acro.
It's the roti, just with a very long USB.
So this is
Yeah.
a lot wobblier.
Yeah, the camera shake. But
That could be something's loose on that.
mounting. How do
Yeah?
you mount
It's
the
also
camera?
insanely windy.
It
It
is
is
very
essentially
windy.
No, but I don't think the wobbly
Oh,
is
okay,
really-
no, that is a little bit more than normal.
I think you've got something wrong with that.
Yeah, I think we might have done a prop.
Yeah,
actually,
that
I
doesn't
didn't
look
check.
right. That doesn't look right. Look, even there where it's not flashing.
The Jedi!
So, yeah, sorry.
You might have
Back
done
to, zoom cam.
No, on the front.
Yeah, back to zoom cam. So can you see this is a lipo mount, very nice and that. But what I want is 2 of these. So side by side and a little triangle for the mounting hole.
Or I do it at 12mm thick,
Oh,
which
I
is
think
the
it's
thick of the
the,
most material, and that thickness of the material will just hold it in one and just hold it in the little place, and then it just goes straight
Oh,
through,
you-
and it's only one piece.
That's a possible, because what my issue is I want it to sit
on the
flat.
stream, unfortunately.
Yeah, well that would.
I don't like
Oh,
it. I don't like it when it sits like this. That really annoys me. All right, when I arm, it goes back to flat, but I want it to. When I come down, I'm coming down onto a flat surface.
It might
Yeah.
be the props.
Can I have a look?
Yep.
Have a quick look. Have a quick look.
I mean, there's one that's
don't
slightly
arm.
thing, but really it should fly. It should be fine. Arm.
No, don't arm just yet. No, I think that's fine. I'll tell you what.
Myself as
Just
a better.
don't give anyone a haircut, but just try and fly it in here and
Yeah.
see if it makes any difference. Yeah. So this is
Look at that funny.
Carlos in here. I'm leaning down now. Yeah. He's flying the
Sounds
titch.
clean. Really
It's not wobbling now.
Yeah.
Open the door.
Open the door. Open the door. Let him out. Let him out. Yeah.
The wind.
So that's the titch
It's
outdoors.
Okay, so it's the I think.
Is it the camera mount?
I think there's a lot of wind
No,
out there,
it's
man.
the wind causing turbulence, I
Yeah.
think.
Whereas the other one can handle it because
We'll
of the
cut
larger
through
props
that,
and
yes.
further apart.
Yes, it's way
I
bigger.
feel like,
And the
He's
moment
doing
on this,
okay considering it's so
It's
tiny.
very gusty.
considering
How
Like
big
what
is
it
this?
is.
How big is this drone, motor to motor?
it's a tiny website.
Yeah, it's 40
It's a
mil
40
prop, so
mil.
yeah, so
So
maybe it's 75
what's that?
rather than 65.
Oh yeah, I suppose it's 75.
well, a tiny whoop wouldn't survive this.
I suppose that's
You
a
could not-
75 because it's 40 mil.
Oh yeah, the 2S maybe.
The ducks would be messing you up a lot if you're trying to fly in this wind.
This is a
the
this is
2S
a major
maybe.
argument that I'm trying to make about ducks. And do we need ducks
They're
at all?
good. They're good for flying around inside where you want to bounce off walls or
And
pets
people.
or
Oh,
That's
people's
where they're good
faces.
for.
I'm
Yeah.
going to hit that.
Like if you're around people, I'm totally for ducks.
battery's a bit low.
Gust
Nicely.
of 26 mile an hour. At the
Nicely,
moment.
26 mile an hour gusts of
Oh,
wind.
That's what we're receiving. Yeah, between
Is it?
13 and 26.
All right, but
I
hang
come
on.
back, Carlos.
I reckon if you came back in and you went straight out with
Oh,
the
you wouldn't whoop.
with
you
the
would just
normal
disappear.
size sensi, you wouldn't be feeling the wind the same way.
No,
Like
you
you know,
Perfect landing there.
go out in a whoop, you
wouldn't be able to.
You're up in the air.
No, it's not. You're watching the
looking
wrong
at the
screens. Tom, we've got loads of screens here. Just be careful which one you watch. Yeah.
That's in the
'Cause
past.
the one on the right there, that's in the past.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
You're time traveling.
That's not the one you want.
I think you've had enough of
On-
Jim's specialty.
I use a lot of different cameras. Jay's asking what cameras we're using. I've got access, obviously, to all the... Hello. I've got access to all the cameras. This one on the Sensi that I built here.
Oh.
This is a Beetle, but we've had them specially
Very
split.
weird.
The one that's on the Titch is a new FX 950. This one has got a turtle, Cadix Turtle HD on the top of it. So most of them that you've seen, we kind of use them all.
Really up and tall.
There's a new Run Cam Racer Nano or something like that.
Run Cam.
Yeah. Run Cam
Possibly,
Racer Nano,
yeah.
or the Cadix EOS2.
That's coming soon. I'm waiting for
which are
them.
very small but high quality cameras.
Yes, but I don't have either of them.
No.
Well, it's survived.
You'll get those soon.
Soon, yeah.
Or one of those.
Yeah.
Not the Run
Well, probably not the Run Cam. We're not Run Cam trader dealers.
Run Cam. You need to change the transition.
But oh God, sorry people, I've got you in the wrong place. Yeah, let's go back to main chat anyway.
There was a.
How did you find it?
It was all right. I mean,
A little bit scary because of the wind.
no, it's just
Try not to
wobbly.
put the end in your mouth because you'll get a shock. Yeah.
So as soon as I get out.
Yeah.
Look at the rain now.
The rain's terrible.
As soon as I get out, it started wobbling right away, and I think it's because there's way too much wind, so it's counter
Well, the thing
counter
is,
thrusting.
because you've
What
got
I have.
such a short moment. Where's it gone? Where's it got
It's
this?
the bipod.
Yeah, it's such a short moment between there and the prop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you and look, hang on, you've got a bit of wobble in there. Look, that's loose.
No, but it was fine here.
I think
That's
it's
loose.
the camera mount more so than anything.
That camera mount's very loose, mate. That should not happen. But this is very. It'll be a lot more snappy.
Yeah, but
Whereas
here it was fine.
This is more.
Yeah,
like
this is
like
way
a
wider.
wide
This
tyre car.
this really felt like I was flying a quad.
Yeah, I love
really.
that. I'm very happy myself. Yeah, that's what I wanted.
It had
very
it had a lot of power.
Obi Wan has joined us because it's May the 4th. So May the 4th be
Someone
with you.
asking why is it one?
Yeah.
Why is what's Obi Wan doing?
So I totally love that.
Brent's saying the Cadix is terrible.
What, Brent?
But Jay's saying he's heard good things. So we got conflicting opinions here.
Fight in the comments to the death.
Well, at the end of the day,
Oh, hello, Lee and Darren.
at the end of the day, they're
Welcome.
all way better than what they was
Yes.
even 6-8 months ago.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago, oh my God, we could hardly see. Yeah, this is what we used to fly in 6 months ago. Just so you know. Yeah, that's what it used to look like. So we've transitioned out of that. So it's got a lot better, hell of a lot better.
If you think back to the time when this first came out,
Oh God, yeah, this
the
thing,
camera on that.
yeah. And do you remember that really, really
Camera,
big
look,
one?
see? Camera.
There was a really big one that Horizon made. I'm trying to remember the number of it.
You got some cameras
blade
here.
top. Torrent.
Huge BH something. No, they made a camera unit in a plastic box,
Oh, I know the one.
and we all took the plastic box off,
Yeah.
and it was like 80 quid or something.
Yeah.
Do you remember those days, or you guys are just all new?
What the big ones?
Spectrum camera something,
Oh, yeah.
and it was a big plastic box around the camera
Yeah,
unit.
yeah.
Oh, it was horrible.
And
Horrible
then,
thing.
no,
Terrible.
6 months a year before that, to do a micro FPV camera,
It's
you had to
impossible.
make it yourself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like what we have
You did.
now, today you've got a selection of about 30, 40
You've got-
different cameras.
You
You've got a
had.
lot of choices now.
You know what though?
You've got a lot of choices.
In
now.
in 2014,
Mm.
which is when I started flying,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there was already a 1 gram camera.
Just
There
camera.
was?
Yes.
Which one was
Well,
it?
like a pinhole style one.
No,
A 1 gram.
1 gram.
Because we're
How
not
many
there now.
megapixels?
Like,
Yeah, there was one camera only.
only camera unit.
Yes.
Yeah, the pin one.
No, it wasn't pin.
Similar
it was
to
like
that,
with
wasn't
the
it?
similar to that one.
those
Yes.
split- yeah.
But
Really?
the quality was.
And it had a little mic on it
It was
as well.
rubbish.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't
It was
pinhole.
rubbish.
It was
It was
white.
Oh, I know the one you're
No,
talking
no,
about,
no.
Tom. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it
The mic
costed
on it.
it costed like £80.
Oh, no,
Exactly.
that's a
For that
different
camera.
one.
Exactly.
Yeah, this
But
was
we're
like
half that now.
absurdly.
We're at half that now
I
for
still
the
have it.
FX. Half that now for the FX 900. FX make the best, we all
Yeah.
know that.
The-
And even less, this Beetle I think is 25 quid, camera and VTX.
Very good.
Yeah, they're coming right down. I'm just going to make a quick point from Brent. Brent made a point there. I totally agree with you, Brent. The BI camera is the best for changing light range. So when you're going from a dark to a light, it's the most capable camera that we've found.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Actual camera unit. Oh,
in the chat.
there's people in the chat and we can't work it out. Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah.
There's not, are there though?
But that is the
That's
best.
old activity.
That is the best camera unit. The BI,
Yes.
the actual unit. You know.
Yeah.
Cop that with some other VTX, and you're away. Yeah. Which we
All right,
do.
Matthew, thanks for joining.
Which we do in a lot of other little builds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What other builds do we do?
For what?
Have you done any cars lately? Should I just say it blatantly? Just
cars.
forget
Travel
segways.
camera just to go.
I'm doing X-ways. I'm not even doing segways. I'm doing X-ways. But no, look. So anyway, look. The sensi and the titch will be available soon. Okay, hang on a minute. Before we go out of that,
Yeah.
can we have a couple of minutes?
Yes.
As you all know,
For
my friends know, I am not a fan of carbon fibre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
You don't like it.
It
has its place.
has its place.
Yeah,
Probably in Formula One.
No. In bigger quads,
Yeah.
you can go with
Maybe
you can go with Tom's.
Maybe
one,
those spindly arm ones.
But even
with the
Tom's
tubes.
one has its select. You know,
Oh,
you can
okay.
choose HDP for every single thing.
You're not going to sell it to me.
Yeah, my
You're not gonna
chameleon
sell it to me.
titanium, I wouldn't swap that for anything else.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
want
Okay.
carbon fibre on that.
So I'm looking for other mediums.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah.
This sensi frame
Yeah.
was cut in what's the word for it? FR4.
Fiber.
Yeah. Fiber 4, isn't it? F4. Oh, no, don't do that.
What the hell?
Zoom cam. This was cut in fibre. I've crashed this an awful lot of times. Thanks, Carlos. Thanks for the support. I needed that support,
It's
Carlos.
the professionalism.
Yeah. I've crashed this frame lots of times.
Yeah.
Hard.
I've crashed this at least 3 times from a great height. Just dropped straight to the floor. Yeah. And this is cut in FR4. It's not cut in carbon. My point is, when it's this small, the whole carbon necessity for it to be carbon is negated.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But you're going to have a cost thing because FR4 is probably going to cost very similar to carbon.
It's very similar. They're very, very similar. The costs are no different. Yeah, because everyone's going to go carbon.
But you could probably go for Kevlar, so you could have the coloured stuff.
I'd
You're not
like to.
looking so much strength here at this thing. You could almost look at the foam filled or the balsa filled sandwiched.
Yeah. You can come into the picture when you talk. It's Tom there. Yeah,
sitting on a box. I know. Instead of having we have a
Obi Wan and the Ewoks. It's Obi Wan and the Ewoks, man. Seriously. Oh my god. Yeah. So for me, thanks for that, Tom. We've descended again into chaos. You're right there, but on the bigger scales, I can see it maybe
Brent makes
just
an
about.
interesting point here, though. So he's saying carbon looks beautiful. So obviously
carbon does look beautiful. It's pretty.
What?
But
No, it's not.
That pattern
Personal
is pretty.
opinion.
Yeah.
You don't see the pattern because it's all cables and
exactly.
and
You don't
shit
see
all on
any
top
of
it.
that, and it's all to me. They all end up looking exactly the
And
same.
if plus and minus hit anywhere on the carbon that's it.
Carbon is conductive,
building a quad
and it's RF
Not
blocking.
building the quad is crashing.
And RF blocking. Don't forget that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
but it's
there's
not,
a lot of problems with
I'm
carbon.
a big fan of the
blocking
HDPE.
is,
I must say.
Yeah, HDPE. This thing.
My first ever drone was a Raggy 200H, and I liked it.
I could almost be so confident to say that we could do lifetime warranty on
We
this
can cut them
HDPE
next week.
because I can't see how you could break this. I honestly.
Well,
I think it would bend.
You'd
Mine
have
was
to go
run
out of your way.
Well, mine was run over by a car. It's still fine.
And yours was actually thinner than the final one.
The plastic.
Yeah, you'd have to go out of your way to break this. You wouldn't break this.
Should we build one now and test
in
it?
any kind of flight. Well, you've got one, haven't you? I
Give me a motor.
one. I think Carlos has got one.
Yeah, I've got one. Give
Yeah.
me some motors.
To get it built up, and I've got another one here
Motors.
that I would like to give away to one of you viewers. Yeah. I don't know how we're going to give it away.
Yeah, I forgot the last giveaway.
One of these. Oh, is there another giveaway?
I did.
So if
your plate.
So this is one that's been cut. It's got, it's a little bit thing.
Needs a bit of,
yeah,
email
a bit of trimming.
Email them.
So I don't know how we'll give it away, but let's think about it. Yeah. Give us some more likes so we know you'd like that. You want one of these. So there's only one. Because Carlos has got one, and Tristan's got one, and they're both going to build them.
It's also a little bit of work in progress.
Yeah, there's a little bit of work you have to do. I don't actually think he's drilled out.
I see quite a few likes flying.
Hang on, before we do too many likes, people, there's no motors holes drilled out here. You'd have to drill out your own motor holes on there. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. It's not a work in
but actually,
could I not?
No, the other one's
I could give them I could give them one of those things and they could use that as a pattern. No, we've got those little thin ones there from before.
Oh yeah,
the super little fibre thin ones, and we could use that as a pattern. But anyway, so this one is going to be given away at some point by the end of the show, probably.
Yes, at the end of the show,
we'll work out how.
Yes.
You can win.
If you stay to the end, you might find out.
If you stay to the end, that's a way to keep your viewership high. So one of those will be gone at the end of the show.
Where are those motors, Jem? Those HGLRC?
They're in the box that says HGLRC in the shelf on the right at the back over there.
Oh, okay,
Did that make much sense?
Because I have everything else, I just don't have the motors.
So
yes.
What was we going to transition to next? So I've made my point, have I? That I don't like carbon, but I'm doing it for you. Because you want carbon.
But there are other avenues.
Tell me that you don't want carbon.
Materials and doing limited editions.
A white frame, that's why I like the regular one so much. A white frame, so people, like artists, like
can
Tom,
paint in.
Can draw on the frame. Imagine if you have...
just stick that then or...
Yeah,
you're actually drawing on it.
I want people to create their own...
like a drawable surface, like that'll take an ink. That's an interesting idea.
A white frame.
That's an interesting idea.
That's what the hemp fibre...
And Tom, who's just out of screen there, Ewok Tom.
It looks like him.
Next to you with that suit.
You have to say like,
No.
Tom does hit on a very interesting subject that I think is hemp fibre.
That's why.
Not only does it go with the name of the frame, but actually hemp I think is very strong.
Yeah.
Because it's got a lot more flex in it and it will return back to where it is. So it's just as strong, I believe, as carbon fibre will be.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the position.
It's as strong, I think. It's non-RF blocking.
Non-RF blocking, non-conductive. It doesn't.
It's natural. You can smoke it after.
Like there's a lot of reasons why it's way better.
Yeah.
More environmentally.
What motors will it take? Would be I think Tristan's trying to pull them out now.
Environmentally friendly.
This one, my Sensi has got 1104 HGLRC, and I picked them because that's the slowest motor I've got.
Is that the
7,000?
You've got a 6,000 as well, haven't you?
Have I?
I think so.
No, I didn't think we had the 6.
So these are the
7s.
750s. They're really nice looking motors, to be
fair. Very nice looking motors, and that'll go on there. Or if you was brave, you could put the 8s on there. We run that on 2S, working with the Crazy Bee flight controller from Happy Model that they get in the Mobula 7, is what's inside there. For the flight controller, but it'll go on there. Yeah. I don't think you can smoke much hemp, Brent. It doesn't really help. Like there's nothing in it. It's not like it's not like a proper doobie. Yeah, it's hemp. Yeah. Oh look, they are 6,000s. Well, I've just shut myself up there.
7,000 with those props.
With the 65 props.
Would that be more efficient? You got more power.
You got loads of power.
4 minutes is.
You've got loads of power.
Not long enough.
No, it's.
Hang on, no, one minute. Hang on, are you saying that you're about to build it?
Huh?
Are you trying to build it, Tristan?
Well,
What are you pulling out motors for? Like,
I have
what's
all
that
the
about?
components.
Yeah?
I have all the components.
Well, if you're pulling out
Except
motors
the
and you're
motors.
prepared to build it now, right live there at the
I
back,
don't know if I can deal with the pressure of being live on the stream.
I can build one, but
then we can talk about it.
But
Then
we don't
I-
have.
then I would say,
plug and play.
I would say try another build on whichever frame you've got.
HDP.
Yeah.
I want an HDP
On the
one.
you've got
yeah.
that
Yeah,
one.
we got one. Yeah.
You've got the red and yellow
What?
one. The other
Where?
red and yellow one.
Do I?
Yeah,
You should
put
have.
it over that way, I believe. I passed it to you earlier.
Oh, hang on, no, it's here. Yeah, this one
Yeah.
with 6,000 motors.
And I build with
Yeah.
7,000.
That
No,
one.
we've got a 7,000. Why do you
Oh,
need
is
to
that
build?
7,000?
Yeah.
Because I have all the stuff.
The one thing I got.
Oh, you want to build as well? Everyone wants to build today. What can I say?
I mean, I can
Let them
just get rid of
build.
them and put stand-ups in.
Let them build.
Where'd you take
Um,
this from?
If they're not good enough.
I think he's got them over there
think
somewhere.
Do we not want the 7,000?
Can we not descend into shopping? This is a show, you know. Yeah?
Sorry.
This happens later.
We're descending into
Go on
shopping,
this one.
like seriously. Come on, man. Come
I'm
on,
not sure.
So, all right, let's change it.
Let me think about it.
Let's change the
But that's
subject
I
a
think it's
little
an
bit.
interesting debate to see
Yeah, 6,000.
how the
between
motors
the
will
6 and
affect the
7.
performance.
I don't think you're going to lose
We
much
should be able
more. I think all you're going to do is get a little bit more flight time. I think it will end up feeling the same.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, it's only 1,000 kV.
Yeah.
One and a
And-
half.
Well, KV
No,
is
it's 7,000.
I think
is
seven and a half. That's
a,
seven
you
and a
know,
half
it's a
hours.
variable
7,000.
subject at best.
I mean,
That's
this
proven.
flew really, really well. I don't think
You looked so in control.
Oh, I
of it.
loved
It's really
it.
impressive.
I
with
absolutely
that
love
crazy
it.
wind, it couldn't fly better.
Even despite the wind,
Yeah.
despite the wind,
Yeah, I don't think
You-
you could fly it better.
you rarely noticed that wind. Only when it was fully gusting.
If I took the throttle, I didn't notice the wind much.
Yeah.
I noticed that if I took the throttle a bit down,
Yeah.
it would start
It
getting
would start to drift you off.
drift a lot. But
Yeah.
the rest, I didn't notice there was any
It's just
wind.
phenomenal, mate. It's phenomenal. It's those props. This 65mm prop, way back in the day, I'm talking 2-3 years ago now, when we was getting the 10mm, the 8.5mm and 65mm prop combination, that was like my joy period. Yeah? And I had real fun flying that.
Okay.
Way before brushless was a
Yeah.
micro thing. And I've held that in me all that time. Yeah, it was those props that made it. Those
Yeah.
props and those motors that made it. And that's what I wanted to make with the
Oh, look.
Sensi. That's
Key
what I
is
wanted
on.
to
Hey, Key.
push down
Key.
that road. Key, how you doing? Key, so we're talking about these stuff. I've got your props on the titch. See them little Gem Fan props there? They're from you, buddy. Thank you very much. I hope everything's all right with you. But we've got now HQ props, 65mm. If you could speak to your guys, Key, get them to sort it out. A little bit more stiffness is needed. Big love.
As we've established,
As established.
Jem likes it stiff.
I like it stiff. Yeah, it's got to be stiff.
I'm
So
going to build one of these.
You're
then.
building.
I'm doing it.
the lads are building out the back. I want to talk quickly a little bit about
Yes.
cars
About cars.
because I'm anxious to
Yes.
show Tom's work.
Okay. Yes.
You with me?
Let me call you.
So I need you I need you to phone me up, Carlos, on the Facebook. What frame would I suggest you transfer your trash can for open props? It would be the
Yeah.
Sensi, is what I suggest,
yeah,
Chris. Like, what else would I suggest?
Yeah,
but
it would
you've got
work
to
really
wait.
well with them.
Carlos is phoning me. And
You should do a
Oh.
workbench tour.
you've had an error accessing.
You should do a workbench tour all around just to
Let me try again. I'll have
Apparently it's got an error.
to-
That
close
didn't happen last time.
Let me try again.
Okay. Yeah. We'll answer you here.
Why is the
It's just not letting me. It's not letting me access all the cameras at the same time for you and for that.
Well, you don't need cameras. What does it say there?
You just
Oh
share
yeah,
the screen.
continue allow. Yeah, allow. Continue allowing. No, the other one. Let's see.
Oh, Brent's been looking at the little cars. He likes the Jeep. It's a dangerous game to get into, bro.
It's a dangerous game, Brent.
There we go.
No, still doesn't like
Chris
it.
says put him down for one. Nice.
still doesn't like it.
Very good choice.
That's odd. Why not?
Because that's not the right camera? Or
I
that's
feel
not the right
privileged
one?
to have access to this stuff.
Maybe I don't.
All you can do is that. It's done.
Okay, call me.
Sorry, people.
Technology.
Just
Why
trying
did
to
it
set
work
up.
the last time?
It works. Look, it doesn't want to work. I'm just trying to set up a remote camera.
Because it's trying to access the other camera.
What camera?
Alright. Click
Technical
anyone. Yeah, that's it.
Please
Yeah.
bear with us.
Wait. Click there. That's fine.
Yeah.
Call me back again.
I'm really sorry.
You're not.
It's not working. So yes,
Why not?
Brent, yes, the little Jeeps are absolutely beautiful. You can hop them up all the way up to something like this, which is a full metal chassis. So that's all metal. They come plastic chassis. I've changed the rims and the chassis and everything. Like, there's nothing left. So you know what these cars are. What I'm trying to show you is something that Tom built for us, but I needed to try and get a remote camera on it.
Doesn't work?
Doesn't seem to want to work. Isn't that strange? Do you think maybe you could take
No, I have another idea.
take this camera?
No, you don't need to.
No?
No.
Okay, we'll do it FPV style.
It works.
We'll do it FPV style.
There's always a way.
There's always a way.
Where there's a will,
So-
there's a way.
Are you on?
Yeah. You need to...
No, you need this one because you changed the channel. Okay.
Oh yeah, we can do it with that one.
You changed the channel. Take that. So we are now going to use a little quad in order to show you the remote. So this one's not flying. It's not flying. Ignore the props at the bottom.
Where's the...
Yeah. And all he's doing...
Yeah, do you want to come here? Oh, you're...
No, it's Tom. Tom, can you talk us through? Can you talk us through what you've done over there?
This is what you're doing to show it. That's amazing.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
You have the camera.
The little Orlandoo course for actually for Jem to go to Western Park with.
I don't think they can
So
hear you.
getting a bit closer, Tom. Getting a bit closer. There you
No,
go.
we need Jem to talk about it.
Alright, so Tom, so we're going to Western Park, as you know, and Wings and Wheels, and I wanted a little bit of something to put my Orlandoos on. We sell that lovely little product, and Tom made this. I don't know if he made it for me or if he just wanted to make it, but he's going to give it to me, aren't you? You're giving it to me, aren't you, Tom? Yeah, see, he's giving it to me. He's made it for me. He had no choice. It's staying here. I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. It was made. Who can guess? Let's see who can guess what the main constituent of it is. Yeah, the main constituent is expandy foam. Isn't that amazing? So that is 99% expandy foam.
It looked horrible when it first went in.
Chopped about and all the rest of it. I think I might even have pictures of it when it first went in. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. It's just so much fun.
Let me get another battery for you. There you
Oh,
go.
your battery's running out, is it?
Yeah. Plug it
So we're just going to have that on the counter.
Hi, Jay and Ray. Thanks for joining.
Oh, JB, how you doing? We're just going to have that on the counter at the show, just to display.
Yeah,
Basically.
it's a perfect display for
It's
an Orlandoo.
It's a great
you can-
little
you can
display.
talk to
You
them
can
about, like,
drive
how-
around it and blah. I love it.
This.
I love it. What?
Welcome to
Oh.
OTX.
Yes, you would need the transmitter on, yes. You would need the transmitter on to stop it.
That beeping was quite annoying.
So, yes, we had to use, the other cam didn't work.
It works this way, so who cares?
So, yeah,
Look at that view. as
ignore
well.
all the battery view and
I
all
think
that.
it's
That's
almost
a
more
great
epic
view.
from this view. to
That
be
is a
fair.
great view. I really like it. Yeah, so, look at that. Coming into shot, you know. You absolutely love
That's a
it.
thing of beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that on our little counter. And on the right there, in the view now, you can see... Oh no, he's fallen over, he's dropped. The hand of Zod comes in. On the right there, you can just about see a blue thing. See this blue thing, guys, on the right there? Yeah, there you go. That is the roof ball table. And that will be actually displayed as well, again at Wings and Western.
Third
Wing-
FPV view.
Yeah, Wings and Western. for a bit of woo ball action, which is a great game, which is hovercrafts. Don't know if you guys have seen the Woovers. Yeah, and hovercrafts, and we've got a woo ball. He's going around that course pretty good, isn't he? Look at that, come on. Oh, he's up and he's back. He's back. So I much prefer Carlos's front rims to his back rims. I think he needs to change them all. I think you need to change all your rims. I like the white rims on the Land Rover. We do.
I'm not sure that's going to happen.
Daniel, they are FPVs. So inside those Land Rovers we do, they don't come as in the kit. So look at my little screen. We put an extra servo just here and a camera on the top for a bit of FPV.
You can show the car from FPV as well.
Probably couldn't I?
Wait.
Yeah. You'd have to tune into the other one though, wouldn't you? Yeah. So let's try and get you into car FPV, inside view, and when we pick that one up, I'll transfer it over. I don't think you need this anymore then, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah? Okay, so there it is. So this is going to be inside the car view. There you go. So FPV across your own little course, Land Rover style.
Oh my god.
Oh, I think you've missed the bridge there. Yeah.
There is a route down there.
Oh, there is a route down that way. Oh, look at that route. Oh gosh, that's scary.
It's pretty much all kind of every direction is possible.
The toxic bin down there. Don't get stuck in the toxic. And he's gone that way.
You've got the longer wheelbase than the Jeep that I've got.
Yes, that is a disadvantage.
Yeah.
I think, because the Jeep will climb over loads of stuff.
Someone else joined in the chat.
There you go. Look at this.
We've got a few people joined. There's still a few people with us. Yeah?
I love it, Tom. What a great
We
word.
still have a few people with us.
That's no good.
So thank you very much for sticking with us, even though we are utterly, chaotic in, our presentation style.
Organic, I'd say.
Organic. We
Very,
like
very
organic.
cool.
Organic's good.
Right.
Organic.
What
Yeah.
other things are there?
There are other things we do. We pretty much FPV anything we can get hold of. So yeah, so far.
What have
Crane.
we got in the room that we can
In the
FPV
room, currently in the
You
room.
need to do a tour around the
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
Is that
We're gonna do a
camera
tour
still
now.
active? Yeah.
We're gonna do
That
now.
camera. Yeah, we're going to get that one and give a little tour
Yeah, that
of the range of FPV stuff we've done. You've got to press that button again and hold it. That's it. Let it scan. So we're now using our little Titch drone, roving Titch. Yeah. As our seriously, this is our roving camera.
Carlos names like that.
Should be like that to
There you
Carlos. There we go. It's going to come back in now.
So more cars
So this car's FPV.
in HD, but it's slightly bigger than an Orlandoo. So.
Is that Wi-Fi HD?
So slightly bigger than Orlandoo, that one. I think that one's even bigger than 124.
Yeah, 124.
I think that's even bigger. It's a bit big. That is big. Yeah.
Supposed to be 124.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then a lot of toys on this table. Nano.
A few nanos. There's a nano. That's a UAV.
Oh, drift car down there.
And then where?
Everyone, you have to have a
Terrible
mount.
mount. No, drift car down there. Terrible mount, but temporary.
No, Daniel, you don't want to do up your garden,
Or
mate.
do your
Look.
garden up for the micro
Wait.
cars?
Before you think about doing your garden up, let's show you what Tristan's done.
What you
So-
can do your garden up with?
So this is FPV. So we've got an FPV crane, a digger, and then that one there, that's FPV. So that's also FPV. So you could do these. It's a great excuse to get in these things. Tristan, am I wrong? That one was like 12, 15 quid or something, that one?
The excavator was £12.
Was £12 for that excavator, and we just threw a camera at it, and now we do FPV excavation, and the crane, and then of course FPV forklift truck.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
So FPV forklift, we absolutely love a bit of forklift.
Drift car.
It's great fun. Oh, hang on, FPV tanks, and these are battle tanks. These two. And they're great fun, the battle tank.
Currently charging.
Yeah, currently charging.
Yup.
And I've got 2 of those coming, so that'll be 4 battle tanks.
Yup.
Yeah. FPV yacht. Yeah. Actually, hang on. You've got a bigger yacht. Didn't you bring your bigger one?
No.
Okay. FPV sailboat is another one. FPV speedboat is that one.
We have video for this, right?
Yeah. We have video. Some of it's embarrassing.
Can I just show you a bit of digging instead?
Yeah. Tristan's setting up a bit of digging
This
there.
one is my favourite of all.
Oh look! Oh, that's my favourite too.
Oh,
That's
art.
that is actually artful. Can you get a lot closer to that because that is so nice.
Even
See
as
that?
a shovel.
It's just beautiful, bros. I love all of it.
It really is.
I love all of it.
Driving
So
that is a joyful experience.
yeah, I really do.
Genuinely.
Really, really do. Yeah. That. And you know what? That is all you, Carlos.
Huh?
That was a lot of work in there. That's seriously, it's beautiful.
It's worth it, though.
And I love how you've disguised
So
all
worth
the.
it.
You've disguised the receiver. That big box on the back, which looks like an army box, is actually the battery. You've put a SD recorder in the jerry can looking thing. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So you know that's all you, Carlos. I absolutely love it. That's top work. And it can pull a trailer. That's the one that was pulling the GoPro.
Yeah, that's the one
that we was using last time. That was great fun.
Can I show a little bit of digging?
No, Brent, that's not a stock Jeep. That's actually a metal body die-cast Jeep that Carlos converted himself, but used the Orlandoo rolling gear.
Nope.
Yeah. Here we are. We are now moving down to to the floor level for dig cam. And he's doing that FPV. No, he's not in FPV, but he can FPV. There's camera in this. So digging.
Oh, we can.
We do love a bit of FPV.
We can do it like that.
We FPV everything. Down there. Yeah. Is that it?
Toys everywhere.
We love toys. We utterly love toys.
Yeah,
We're not children at all.
No, and we are all grown men.
Tristan has the crane, this one,
The crane,
and
the digger, the excavator.
so these are all to be converted into SPV, I guess at some point, right?
Yeah, this one already has FPV.
Oh yeah, this one has already had that.
The one that I think is
Got
going to
a
be
bit of excessive
interesting,
camera.
the most interesting one I think, is going to be the forklift truck, because I want to see the camera
What's this?
leaning out. Because normally all our FPVs, the camera turns left and right. But on the forklift, it's going to lean out of the forklift, so you get a better view, and lean in and then lean out the other way, which I think will be quite interesting to see that. Yeah? So FPV,
Oh wait.
that'll be FPV forklift.
Oh, actually, it won't go inside. So, yeah.
No, it won't fit inside there.
But mine already is capable of
Of FPVing.
yeah. And it's incredible how precise you can actually FPV. We're gonna do.
FPVing is nice. My issue is the clickety clackety buttons.
Yeah,
Like,
the
oh
remote
my
is
god, the
absolutely
clicky
crap.
clacking.
So, but there's hope because
Yeah.
with all of this stuff, you can.
Oh
pretty
god,
much, like,
hang on a minute, they didn't see any of that.
Huh?
I think I had me in the view.
Oh,
What?
did you?
Yeah, God,
Oh,
it was all me in the view. Why didn't someone tell me you was looking at me?
Back of your head.
Yeah, looking at the back of my head as well. Who wants to look at the back of my head?
That holds up, what, even with the digger?
I don't think they saw. No, they saw the digger. Did you
Yeah.
see the digger, guys?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I don't think they saw the forklift.
There you go.
It was just looking at the back of my head. So that's the forklift. Very clickety. Now we've got more clickety clackety.
It's so cute. But this in FPV is another.
Is another thing.
Yeah.
So if you can can you get an inside view of
Your
that,
camera
Carlos?
set up on it.
I'll put a camera on it right now.
So if you get that inside view, the issue for me was that there's so much metalwork up in
mine
front
is
of
ready
you.
if you want.
It's up to you.
It does, you know,
think
but
you
there's
can
so much
probably say it
metalwork up
inside.
in front that we all
Yeah, mine's
we all
done.
think that the camera needs to lean out of the cab so that you can see where your forks are going, and then lean back in rather than
Yeah,
looking
with this
left and
camera,
right.
it's so nice.
So there's not
It's
really
like
much
super-
need for left and right, is there?
There you
Um,
go.
Visual clarity.
Are you changing the camera thing?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'll turn mine off.
So we need to change that
Let's see.
one. We're going to just transition for you now. We're just Oh look, Phil Upton, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Hope you're well. How's your sailing boats? Can we just show you a sailing boat, FPV? Carlos
This one is
in the process of going FPV.
We've got DVR of
this one is.
boat.
Do you know what? I'm going to show the DVR.
Yeah.
I'm not embarrassed, right? So this is FPV jet boat. Jet boat.
I'm turning the boat.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. We have in forklift view. We are in the forklift.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the view. So you can't actually see your forks. So we were saying if we lean out of a cab a little bit, you should be able to see the forks a lot better.
Yeah.
Either side like that. Yeah.
It's not. You can still kind of work it. I'm just looking at the FPV. I'm not even.
You just line yourself up.
You just line yourself up. But I think it needs that element, not left and right look, out and in.
And you can see like the shadows of stuff as well, so you know when you're.
It would be
over.
nice if you could lean, definitely. But
Yeah, I think it'd be nice if you could lean. But Phil, stay with us because I'm going to show you a video that I think you're going to love, Phil. So let me come back to me.
It's so silly.
We'll come back to me, and I'll get this video up for you. Here it is. This video is fabulous. Let me turn the sound down. Phil Upton, what do you think of that? How Truman Show is that, Phil?
You see the wheel turning.
Can you see that? Can you see the wheel turning? So that is FPV sailboats. It was so much fun. It was so much fun.
And it was cold as hell as well.
I didn't really care. I did not care, and I don't like the cold. So yeah, and for me to not care is something. We had a lot of fun. We met some guys there.
Look at the end there.
And you can see them way off in the distance. There's some guys, and they was actually doing like line of sight sailboating, and we've turned up with our FPV, and it was fabulous fun. I think we could do a bit more of that. Yeah.
I can show you a little bit.
And the race boat.
So FPV, Truman Show, exactly, very Truman Show. But FPV sailboating is just so brilliant.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's beautiful. I've never actually sailed ever before.
Yeah.
But I can't even get on the camera. Yeah, so I've never sailed before.
But you felt like you was
Carlos walked us both through the process, and it was like learning to actually sail.
I didn't know about this pulling the sail thing.
You so quickly get
that?
this concept of okay, so I need to turn so the wind is hitting the sail in a certain way, and
I had no idea.
But it was magical because on this lake you had the other people sailing as well. So every now and then you would just see these other boats go sailing past.
And then you'd be like, and you'd be like, oh shit, I hope I'm not in the way.
That is absolutely incredible.
Because they were having a race.
That was brilliant fun. Yeah, they was actually having a race, line of sight.
We were trying to not get in their way.
We're like trying to oh shit, the wind is pushing me here.
We're just weaving in and out of them. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was fantastic.
I didn't think it would be anything like that much fun.
Well, look, don't get me wrong. The video's 20 odd minutes long. Like, we had plenty of playtime.
Yeah. There's another video from that day as well, isn't there, Jim?
There is another video from that day. I think they want me to show that video. I'm not sure. Yeah. Is it this last one?
No, but show the other one first.
All right, let's show you this one. So this one
is other people.
So this is not me. And so Carlos made the little jet boat that I showed you a little while ago, this one here. And this is the jet boat, FPV jet boat.
And again, this is with, so it had like a crappy internals.
Yeah.
And we changed everything for...
You just swapped them out and you put,
so I can control this with my radio.
You just put some brushed ESCs in there, and a receiver. It wasn't very complex or anything really. And the VTX didn't overheat, Brent, because there's a big cavity in the one that he had, the massive. So there wasn't an overheat problem.
Well, actually, there was.
There was?
Yes, there was. So at some point, when the boat was not going, so when nothing was loaded, the VTX started like acting a bit weird.
That's
but
true.
as soon as you put load in, and obviously it's in, like you can see right now, like it's going a bit haywire because we're not putting load in.
Because you're not putting the load in.
As soon as if we fast forward,
and then it's got what here? Yeah, there you go. And it comes back on again when you put load back on.
Yeah, even more forward. Yeah, when we put load on it, then it was fine.
Yeah, it's very strange. Very strange.
Well, the water is cold. The water is never going to get hot, right? So anything that you're going to put on the water is going to go. It's going to go cold eventually.
It's going to cool it, yeah, I suppose. And then there's this last video. Is this the one?
Quite short, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is me chasing a boat.
Okay.
And you can look around in my boat as well.
So you've got left and right view on that. So this is Carlos chasing, actually using it properly.
Yeah.
I don't think you've got my bit.
I do. Yeah, it's right at the end, I think.
You do record that bit, so we don't need to show my bit.
Yeah, we do.
We don't need to show me.
So this was me and Tristan. We had like a little boating
we
around.
Successfully navigated.
And you look at this. Can you see like the ripples in the water?
You get some good weight.
We thought we were like, oh my god, I'm hammering it. I'm full throttle. and the boat is like.
It's very deceiving.
Look at this. Look, it looks super fast there, doesn't it?
It does look very fast.
Look, all the ripples from the water coming.
It's
and it's
not
like,
that fast.
It's like not even a meter a second.
a meter a second.
That'd be fairly fast. I mean,
well, by that size, you could easily get a meter a second.
You could.
This is not fast. This is not fast.
Super soon. So, if we go to the end, so eventually we gave the boat to Jem because Jem was like, "No, I want to try it. I
wanted to play as well." So you've had your go there.
There we go.
And you've come back.
Actually, I think it's Tristan. He docks it.
Tristan comes back and docks it somehow.
And then we go like, all right.
Look.
Jem.
See, look, they've docked it now. Look, they've parked it badly.
Not parked it badly. Just go backwards.
Hang on a minute.
Where would you go? Forward. Well done.
It's got a thing. Look.
Yeah, you have to go back.
You know, and that's my fault. They're telling me that that's my fault. I don't think I should be blamed for this.
Well.
Yeah? I don't think I should be blamed.
You have turned the boat.
I don't think that.
How can you not be blamed for turning up the boat?
Because I was not in the position for launching.
Yeah, you are. You just have to come back.
You gave it to Tristan way out in the water, and you give it to me like this. Yeah.
Oh, such a good. Have you seen this, Tom?
Like, look, that's my whole go. This is how much I played. Yeah, look, you see me putting my goggles on. Here's a transmitter.
Blow.
That was as far as my go went. That was all I got.
Well, you shouldn't have fucking crashed.
That was all I got. Yeah? Do you know what I mean?
And then immediately take it off, take it off, disconnected.
Yeah?
It's
terrible.
We had to go home after that.
We did. We had to go home after that. It was really bad.
Well, because we didn't have more batteries, really.
That as well.
To be fair, the old gentleman on the lake tried to accost us for not having insurance.
That was quite funny.
They had a dinghy and they were like, "We've had to have insurance."
We have to have insurance.
Why?
For a boat. I think it's in case you get their boat stuck out there and they have to.
I'll swim out and get their boat.
I'm guessing that's why. I don't know.
I don't know.
Boat insurance. I'm not sure.
Boat insurance.
But that's really stretching it. Like you're out on the water. What's going to happen?
You might get. Maybe you hit a duck, and then the duck will sue you, and you're like, oh, you didn't have insurance. The duck police comes.
I don't get
it. The duck police comes.
Duck police.
Woo! So,
sir, you hit this duck.
I don't know. I didn't know boats had insurance. Phil, you could tell us. You're a boatman. Do they?
Yeah, they're going to tax you. Of course, they need to collect their money.
They're going to tax you.
They're going to need your money. You need a license for a fishing rod, for fuck's sake. So, come on.
This is a family show.
Do you have insurance for your
Yeah.
This costs like, what, 20 quid?
Is there?
How much is the insurance?
I'm guessing it's in case you hurt someone else's boat. Because...
Does that mean I can make mine a pirate ship if I have insurance?
Oh, mate, how much do I want to do?
Pirate ship.
Oh my god!
But imagine you'd have several cameras along the ship you could switch to above different cannon points. Like,
I would love that.
You know you can get the cannon. You know you can get the tank.
I would love that. I've been thinking about this. Like, how would you build something that shoots the other boat?
You can get the tank things, the guns from the tanks.
It's too big. It's too big.
Why not?
Too big.
It's a big boat.
What you need?
It's a big boat.
No. What you need is
make a big boat.
A little explosive thing.
Explosive? Oh, is it? Here we go. Yeah, we've gone from the sublime to the ridiculous. You know?
No, it's not ridiculous. They will actually shoot the other boat.
Hang on a minute. Sorry.
Real cannon.
Phil, can I clarify, Phil? There's no insurance for boats. Like, just is there or isn't there? Because these old boys were insistent
it's
that
below
we had
400 feet. You're fine.
that we had to have like insurance. Yeah.
The drone insurance will cover it.
Ian says there's mini cannons.
There's mini. I told you.
Like mini. But who's going to load them? Who's going to? We can't. That's why. Like,
we can automate it. We can make an automated loading mini cannon system.
You couldn't. You'd have to go from the front.
Yeah,
but what do they shoot? What do the cannons shoot?
Tips.
I'm going to go for BBs. I can shoot you out for BBs.
Yeah, it's very easy.
But the BB is not going to do anything.
The BB is not going to do damage.
Bounce off.
It is if it's metal and it's powerful enough.
Oh, what, ball bearings? Like actual ball bearings?
No, it won't do anything to you.
And we don't want to damage the environment. Because the BBs we can use...
I was actually thinking of getting a big pond. Like...
You want to get a pond?
You already have a pond.
No.
Stick your fishes out.
Because you couldn't do that. You couldn't fire even BBs in a public park. You couldn't do that.
Why?
Because you can't. Because the birds would eat it.
No. Right. There's biodegradable BBs.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're in. We're in now. Biodegradable.
But again, there's no damage to the boat. I want to sink the other.
Can you get biodegradable paint BBs?
Yeah. Pay for my boat then. I hope you got insurance.
Paddling pool.
But that would make it a lot more interesting, right?
But yes, I'm with Carlos.
Imagine that the boat costs.
I'm with Carlos.
£10. Then you're not going to be, oh my god, my boat is sunk and I lost £10.
I want to be able to get it back though.
There's cameras for like
but what would sink the boat would only be breaking the hull, wouldn't it? That would be the only way to sink it.
Yeah.
You'd have to have quite a lot of hull out of the water.
I guess you could instead of sinking it, which is a bit, I guess, you don't want to like get the boat stuck in. There's like 50 shipwrecks in this bloody lake, right? But you can disable it.
Wait. What about if you had like a target and you shot the target and that's your score? Like on the boat, like a sail or something.
I want destruction.
You want destruction. Has anyone noticed that we've descended into a completely different topic, Mike? Yeah.
I want the other boat. If it would sink, that would be beautiful.
Can we talk about battle whips first?
Now that we're talking about battle stuff. So, once again, the tech master Carlos.
Well,
Carlito,
it's not good. It's not as good as I want to.
Has butchered and hacked stuff about and created something pretty wonderful. I've been waiting for this for a blinking long time.
It's still not there.
It's very close though, and hopefully, look. Don't forget, this was all about let's try and get these beta flight people interested in helping us. And I'm guessing that we have to do the proof of concept, which is this. So this, the drone itself is really irrelevant. What it is this laser shooter at the front. Let's get it in picture. This LED is the response. And this receiving LED that we've shrouded because otherwise sunlight will make it set off. So it's been shrouded to narrow it down and use less
visible
light, less catchment area. Yeah. So you're shooting out the front and you're being shot from behind, and when you get shot, this LED blurs out your camera.
Well,
floodlights into your camera. Now that's just a simple way of doing it, just to prove the point and the concept. What we'd really like is the beta flight dev people to help us and have it like you get shot once, it makes you yaw spin. You get shot twice, you'll do a flap. You get shot 3 times, you'll cut motors.
And you can have that all indicated in the OSD.
In the OSD.
Show you how many lives you have, how many shots you have. I think you should limit how many shots you can fire. You have all these kind of settings.
Or
this is all possible.
Or you could do the limiting the shots, but then if you shoot this thing, you could get different shots.
Upgraded shots.
You know,
so I already have someone that knows a bit more about beta flight helping me.
You're working on the project.
But this would really like to move into that. What you're saying, it needs like more than one person just doing it. probably.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That they need to get the devs need to get involved. They need to get involved and say, yeah, look, this is a worthwhile project to take on, and what is it?
And it's possible.
What's the thing they call it
What?
when you request something on GitHub?
A pull.
A pull request. Yeah, it's worth a pull request. You know, for them to get and say, look, because we're not adding anything other than these little LEDs.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing difficult. Like, no offence, Carlos. No offence.
It is. It isn't that
He's
difficult.
added this and it works. We've got 2 of these and we do shoot each other and it has happened.
You need less light though.
But yeah, it needs a lot less light, so we wait.
Well, with the other ones that like the crap ones, it doesn't matter what light you have. It always works. It's just they don't fly properly.
So you can either not fly properly and work all the time, or fly properly and work less, or work in the dark. Yeah. So you know we're in that thing, but we need something. Jeff Vette, thank you very much, but Alex Grieve, he hasn't got a functional prototype for this. Because he has the same problems we have, and he's not in beta flight, and that is an additional board that doesn't work with tiny whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, we love Alex, top bloke.
Yep.
Carry on being crazy.
This was more a fight pilot, fight plane
Did you
wings,
see one?
wasn't it?
He put a post up the other day. I thought it was quite funny. You know, he starts with "Hi, I'm Alex Grieve. I be crazy." The subtitles come up. Hi, I'm crazy. It was so funny. It was so funny how the
I
subtitles
think we're
picked
all
up
a
the
little
wrong
bit
bit.
crazy, aren't we?
We have to be. If you're not crazy, then what are you doing? What are you doing here?
It's a shame you
So
haven't got one of those hoods.
we're very, very close on this, and I'm really excited about it. And I want to encourage anyone to take it on. Like, if you want to contact Carlos, he's a very nice guy. You know, say to him, what
Happy
did
for
you
you
do?
to take all the credit.
Yeah,
You can
what
take
did
all
you
the
do?
credit.
Tell me
I
how
just
you've
want to
done
play.
it. Yeah. So you know, let's go there. Yeah. Giaffette says that he's seen it in action. I've seen it in action as well on a big wing. Have you seen it on a tiny whoop?
Yeah.
If you've seen it on a tiny whoop,
Let
if
us
you
know.
haven't, then yeah. Do you know what I mean? Let me know.
Try it that way.
I think I've offended him.
Who?
Giaffente.
Why?
I don't know. Seems to have upset him. He said bye now. Okay. Thanks for joining us for as long as you did. If you can see Alex, tell him to contact us and let us know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, we've had Alex already here, and he said like he doesn't want to. First of all,
yes, we want it open source.
We want it open source.
Open source.
Yes. And
for everybody.
And Alex doesn't want it.
No,
he wants to build a flight controller if he would want
and we
something
appreciate
like
that he spent time and effort on it, and
he's
his
asking
board.
what language beta flies it. Is it C++?
I think it's like Arduino, but it's not just. Unfortunately, it's not just the coding.
This is a collaboration. It's a multimulation.
It's not just that. It's you have to understand the coding. You have to understand the targets that you're compiling to. You have to understand the hardware side. Like how is the flight controller going to read the information that you're giving it? Yeah. How does it expect it? Where does it expect it?
Yeah.
And what
to do with it
will happen? Yeah. So it's not just coding and it's fine. And then after all of that, you have to know how to compile.
Oh, for sure. We totally appreciate that there's a lot of work.
Is it better off doing a custom flight controller? Is it better off doing a custom board, just doing it through the OSD?
But if you do custom, that forces people to buying something new.
What I want is everyone, I just want to tell people, look, you want to fight with your friends with a whoop? Buy these two things, solder them here, put in this code or firmware or whatever, and you're good to go.
Exactly.
And anyone in the world can have it. Not like, oh, sorry, you want to play? Oh, no, you have to buy my special board
at premium price.
Yeah. Which, as a business idea, would be amazing. Yeah, I'm sure you'd make a lot of money.
I'm sure, but it's not for the. It's not the right. I don't,
And it's not to say that's.
I could have.
I'm not there.
Like the same thing as a CTF, right? The capture the flag.
Yeah.
I could have just made it the whole business.
You could have.
Probably would have been successful.
You would have sold. You would have sold more kits than it cost you to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
whether you would have sold 10,000 kits, I don't know. That's a different argument.
Yes.
But you would have sold.
I would have sold out.
Yes. definitely you would have sold out.
With my 10 Arduinos and
well, that means it's the most popular and most successful.
It's true.
And that, yeah, exactly. Again, I think I'm not even going to buy it. I'm not biting.
Anyways,
not biting.
I don't want that. I want people to have the same fun that I'm having.
I think
I'm doing this for the fun. I'm doing like all of this research and stuff, and even spending my own money.
That's the fun.
To learn.
That's what I'm just trying to say. Is I want people to be encouraged to be as adventurous as you. Do you understand what I'm trying to get to? Like, not to be afraid to just grab that, because it can work. Sometimes
it won't.
It takes a bit of a learning curve. You've got to be dedicated enough to read through all that blurb and try and work it out. Yeah, but it's all possible.
Yes, and eventually, like if I don't get any help for this, or if people just say like no, it won't work, I will spend my time in figuring out how the hell to do all of those things, how the hardware works.
Well, you've done that more than once already, Carlos.
Yeah, I did it with the CTF and the Arduino. Right?
You've done that already more than once, and that that's a big draw. And sorry, they seem like they've dropped something on the floor.
Dropped a little rubber from it.
Oh no.
I've got it.
Yeah. Which is what we want to encourage. That is really where we are. Andy, I don't know Ashley Davis, but I'd love to contact him.
Ashley Davis is the guy from Velocitron. Yeah.
Okay.
Does he code for Beautiful?
Well, I guess if he's a coder for Velocitron, it can't be that different, can it?
Velocitron uses
completely different things.
Doesn't it?
He may have access to the coding because he's taking it into the video.
But this has to be someone that understands the hardware as well. It's
and
not
the hardware a bit as well, yeah.
But yeah, I know Ashley.
Simulating the hardware.
I know Ashley. I can send him more.
Look, anyone.
The thing is that it's not just about annoying someone until they help me. If people if people don't want this or aren't
if they don't feel
about
it, if they don't feel it,
then they're not going to help you.
It's going to take that much work, isn't it? That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a quick, simple thing.
Yeah, that's the issue. Is that it's not. We make out, you just put 3 things on and it works. No. Yeah. What we're after is the backup to make those 3 things work.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if someone told me like, oh, you know, Carlos, you can make CTF. You just get an Arduino, solder a couple of stuff, and then
it all works,
right?
Nah.
Well, it's like when someone says, "I've got a great idea for an app," you just have a thing where you point a camera at it and it magically creates a 3D model.
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't care
that's a great
about
idea,
that.
but where's the technicalities of actually achieving that idea?
Or I might just be like, I don't care. I know how to do all of that stuff, but I don't really can't be bothered to help you with that.
Started again. That if it's possible, if anyone comprehends better than we do, we would love to. Yeah. Please let us know. You know,
and I don't care who done it first or.
I've got no interest in who done it first, mate. Seriously.
You can take the whole credit if you want to.
Yeah, you can take all the credit. It's all yours. I just want to play.
I just want to play.
Honestly, I just want to shoot people.
I just want to give this to the world. Come on, people.
Come on. I want to do indoor dogfighting.
I want to play.
I've wanted, honestly.
Imagine right now. I think if this is a reality,
it'll be a whole new genre.
I don't think I can fly normally ever again.
Without
battling someone.
Without shooting someone somewhere.
But also, I think the biggest thing about this for me is it doesn't matter that people have done it before.
It doesn't matter.
The thing is, no one's done it on a whoop scale.
But even if they've done it, it's not the way that I want it.
Yeah, but also the whoop is the perfect vehicle for this game.
Yeah, very true.
It is.
The whoop is the perfect vehicle.
Yeah.
If you put it on a 5-inch stroke, you can do it. It could be fun.
But
a whoop can bounce and fall and crash.
Yes.
It can turtle mode.
Yes.
I just think it's the perfect thing for it, which is going to put it to that next level once we get it there. It will get there.
I will get what I've always wanted, which is to be able to chase and shoot my mates out of the sky indoors with something like that.
Yes.
With or without lasers, I don't mind. You know, because look.
Well, right now this is the Star Wars.
Like, look.
This is Star Wars.
Right,
it shoots freaking lasers.
I'm a little bit.
Lasers.
I'm a little bit older than you, lot, right? So when I was younger. And I was like, I really want to fly, but I want to fly indoors. People were telling me, you're nuts. You're crazy. It's impossible to fly indoors because of wing loading. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, you can't... And it was all about wings and lifting and wings.
I thought when you were young, people were talking about actually being able to fly full stop.
Thanks, Tristan. So the whole thing of doing
bicycle.
an indoor dogfight, like in your living room, was just as impossible. Wow. I don't know if you can hear that, but hail has just started.
Let's fly!
Quick, get out!
Let's fly the Twitch!
It was beyond impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And so I've held this inside me, this desire to do dogfighting, aerial dogfighting, for so long. And this is the closest we've been.
Yes.
I can't count the line of sight one that you've got. It has to be FPV for me.
Yeah.
So why those guys that made those cheap line of sight battle drones didn't just go that one step further and make it FPV?
Because no one understands FPV like that.
Beyond me. Like it.
FPV, it's a very select. The way that we fly is very select.
Very.
Type of flying.
Well,
like most people that fly FPV think of Mavics, think of and that sort of flying, right?
I guess, yeah.
Stabilized, like it goes up, it goes forward.
Aerial platforming,
and that's FPV for them. It's not like we're like what we do. That's why right now people are learning more about FPV and like, oh my God, you can use it for filming.
Is that why? You know, people. We've seen a couple of people do. I don't know if you can hear. That's the thing up there. Let us know if it's too loud for you.
And we can't do anything about it.
Won't be able to do anything, but just tell us that it's too loud. Do you know, like, there's a couple of people that's done the cars?
Yes.
But they've done a fixed camera.
No.
No, wait, I'm not saying, hang on.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is they've done that because they're coming from that side of it.
Yes.
Whereas we're coming from we want to put ourselves into it.
Exactly, and that's what I was telling you the other day.
And we have to have the left and right.
If there's a camera, fixed camera in the car,
yeah,
you are the car.
You're the car, yes. If this is left and right, you're the driver.
If you can look around, then you're inside of the car.
Then you're the driver.
Right?
Yeah.
Because if you want to go like, oh, I want to see what's left, you have to go like all around. Oh, now I can see. But you are the car. You're not inside of it. You're just the car.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right. You know,
and with anything, right?
If that camera's fixed, it's like this boat. If this camera was fixed, you'd be the boat. But the great bit of this was you could look left and go this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never be the boat.
No, you don't want to be the boat. You want to be the pilot
on the boat.
You want to be the driver.
Yes.
You want to be the captain.
Yes.
That's
why drones give you so much a sense of individuality. Because
that's why it's you are flying.
Yes.
Because
it's not, the drone doesn't just go forward, right? It can go
whichever way.
Sideways.
Yeah, totally.
It can go backwards.
Yeah.
It can go upside down.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And the drone is you.
It has as much 6 degrees of motion as you do.
As you do, exactly.
Whereas a car or a vehicle won't have that.
If with drones, you could just go forward always.
Yeah.
Then it probably wouldn't be as interesting, would it?
Yeah. Well, it's like if you
fly
FPV
FPV,
a helicopter, I don't see the point in FPVing a helicopter over a drone. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, other than to have a FPV helicopter.
Yeah, but what is the benefit though?
Well,
am I going to enjoy flying that?
No, I've seen just recently FPV helicopter. Someone put a post up just recently.
Yeah.
And I've always thought, that'll be a bit difficult because you don't get the feeling of it.
Yeah.
How can you control the cyclic and that? And it looked all right, but like he says, you're only really flying very much more like a plane. Like you're not tick-tocking, you're not doing any of those motions in FPV. That's no way.
No.
Yeah? Whereas you could do all of that as a drone.
Yes.
As a quadcopter, which I've been told off now. Can you believe it? I got told off.
In the
don't use the word drone. Like, come on, get off it.
What are they saying in the thing?
Yeah. I don't know the BBC
That's like
one.
saying, oh, you can't call a vacuum cleaner a Hoover. It's like fuck off.
What?
But it's but this is different. But this is different type of people, right? Because, for example, wings.
Wings.
You can only go forward.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But if I put you on a wing for 20 minutes, you're gonna be, oh my God!
Like a
wing like this.
It's super amazing, right? It's super amazing. But this can fly a lot longer, right? So when it can fly a lot longer,
hang on.
What's going on?
Andy's phoning me. I'm going to talk to Andy. Yeah.
Put him on the stream.
Hello, Andy.
Oh, hey Ashley.
Ashley's joined the chat. Oh, thank you for that, Andy. Ashley.
Ashley,
see, live.
You guys can join us on Discord.
Ashley, if you want to join us and chat live, we have a Discord thing. I'd love to chat to you about this. Are you there, Ashley? Are you with us?
Talk afterwards.
Yeah. Anywhere in any one of the comment streams, Ashley, if you can. Thank you, Andy, for phoning us up and letting us know. Ashley, when you're ready, let us know. The Discord thing is at the bottom. Join that. I'm looking out for you.
Yeah.
You was talking about the wing and the moving of the wings.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's very relaxing.
Yeah.
Because you're up in the air, right?
Yeah.
Flying, like, smoothing.
For sure.
But when you're up there for 20, 30 minutes, you start like, oh my god, I've been flying for too long. Have you ever got that feeling?
In a wing.
You're only flying for
5 minutes. And it's like, reckless
if you don't crash
and exciting.
I have wondered how, I have caught myself thinking, hang on a minute, this is a bit long.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, I have thought that, but never too long.
Is that the same time
Never
when
too
you
long.
I don't get too long feeling,
yes.
but
if you could...
I've realised how long it has been, yeah.
Have you ever flown a plane that you can look around?
No.
You don't notice the time that much.
I suppose because you're looking around.
Because you can be like,
you're not the
oh, I'm
plane.
going to go there, and you're going to go like, yeah, you're in
You're not the plane, you're on the plane.
You're in the plane, exactly. That's the
Don't
whole
be the
thing.
plane.
And it's a lot
Don't
more
be the
interesting.
plane.
Don't be the plane. Be you shrunk down, you know,
I love
sitting on
wings.
the plane.
I love wings.
Yeah.
I've never literally never. No, I did. I flew your tiny little wing, I think.
Maybe it's just
And then you crashed it when my quad got killed.
He's just doing the Discord now, Ashley.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. He's just getting on Discord. So we. Oh, I'm really excited actually. Oh, yeah, because someone that actually knows what he's talking about. No,
another
offense,
VIP guest. You know, had Chad Kappa. Now
we've had a few guests
some
like
important people coming onto this podcast, and then there's us.
And then there's us.
I mean, I'm talking about myself. Really.
But this for me, there's this thing like there's this thing with the wings.
Yes.
Yeah. About the going forward. We as humans, we're very used to being able to stop.
Yes.
That's quite it seems so insignificant, but it's very important. The fact that we can stop whenever we want.
Yes.
And we, you're travelling and you can just stop.
That's not true when I'm here looking at drone parts, to be fair.
Sure. or when I'm trying to ride on top of one of your little skateboarding things. Like that's just like but because a drone, a multi-drone, multi-copter, multi-rotor, quadcopter, blah, 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 I can't believe someone told me off for calling it a drone. On the BMFA page as well.
It's not a drone, actually.
It's no crap on Discord.
Okay,
you could just join through a browser if you want, Ashley.
Join through a browser.
Yeah, literally open that thing. It says like, oh, install, but you can just dismiss all of that.
Do that stuff. Because with a drone, with a warp drone, you can literally stop in midair.
Yeah.
It's for me. It's like I am not the drone. The drone is me.
Yeah, exactly.
Does that kind of make sense? Yeah. Whereas like what you're saying about don't be the boat. If you've got a fixed camera in a boat, you're the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be the boat.
I want that on a t-shirt.
There we go.
Don't be if you've got a fixed camera on the boat. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, wow, hello. Can you guys hear him?
Yeah,
Ashley Davis has joined us. Thank you very much, Ashley. How are you, sir?
I'm very good, thanks.
Excellent. Have you a little bit of idea of what we're doing, or should I explain it?
I don't actually know what you're talking about. Just Andy contacted me and said, "Oh, you know this, Ash. Join this server." So I don't actually know what question I'm joining to answer. So
No pressure.
Good. No pressure.
Like all of our guests.
yeah, just talk about going cold.
Set you up nicely. So, Ashley, what we're trying to do is create battle whoops. So,
Right. Okay.
tiny whoops, essentially. I suppose you could add it to any size drone. What we've got? Can you see the screen?
Hang on a sec. I need to go back in. I came out of there because I had.
You don't need to see it. You don't need to see it.
Yeah.
But like, just so I can explain it through to you. So what Carlos has done, he's taken parts off of another thing, and I tell you what.
Yeah,
Carlos
I'll
will explain
explain
it.
it,
Yeah.
So the thing is this.
Okay, I can see it now.
Okay. Well, it's not this one though.
So this is another little botched together one. What you've got is an IR receiver at the back. You've got an IR, a laser at the front.
That's the proper one.
This one here.
Yeah.
So you've got an IR shooter at the front, an IR receiver at the back there. That little black blob, you know what they look like. And what we want to do is add the code to Beta Flight somehow, so that we can add these few little bits of electronics and have battle whoops.
Let me explain it on a technical side. So
technical now.
This board that you might see here is just from one of those crappy little drones that line of sight ones that can shoot each other with IR. And what I've done is just I took that board and I assembled it in a whoop form, but it flies terribly because it's like the
bad
whole
resolution.
The whole board is still not good. So what I envisioned, this was like a proof of concept to see if it would actually work, like being able to shoot other whoops. And with this tiny little board, so I have two of these crap ones, they can shoot each other, and actually the directional of the IR is pretty good. So you can literally point at the whoop and shoot it down. And if you're pointing away, nothing will happen.
That is because we put a bit of heat shrink over this IR sender. So it's only pointing out the front and not out the side.
Yeah, so I started annoying the or Beta Flight devs, asking for help in trying to port this over to a board, like a regular tiny flight controller. And my idea was that you could use like a free UART port and connect just a simple diode to a modulated diode that would connect to ground, VCC, and then the output would be on a UART on the RX side. Yeah. So any sign that you will receive on that diode would be transmitted into the port, and then Beta Flight does whatever, I don't know, disarm or whatever it is, right?
Or your spin.
Well, at this point, I think if it just disarms, it would already be good, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Or if it disarms for a second.
But the game needs you to get shot 3-4 times before you hit the deck.
But right now, I'm just happy with it disarms. The rest of the code would be afterwards, if possible at all.
Sure.
And separately, you have this little diode here in the front, which shoots. Now, in order for the receiver to be able to understand that it's getting shot, and not just someone flashing a flashlight on it or whatever, the signal that's getting shot from the diode has to be modulated. So it's basically like a code. So when the diode receives that code, it knows, oh, I have to do X, or disarm or whatever. And that code already exists actually in Beta Flight, which is the transponder code. So you're able to modulate. Modulating is just making the diode pulse.
Yeah, in a certain pattern.
In a certain pattern, and that generates a code.
Like PWM kind of thing.
More or less. So, and I found out that the code for the receiving diode also exists.
Does it?
Yes. So someone tried to do an inverted, what's it called? An inverted time lapping system. So instead of having a time lapping normally has
the drone sends it instead of that will send it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So we've got both ends.
Yes. We just need the implementation for this, really, and someone that understands the hardware and how to connect and how to move away the resource pins to the correct positions if it needs to be moved. And then the configuration in the code for this specific thing.
How much of that did you get, Ashley?
Okay, I understand what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
You've actually got the wrong developer from my team for it.
Okay.
Because it's actually the person who would understand much more about this on my team is Brian.
But that's good. We just need someone to tell us who to annoy.
A path.
And someone that's also that wants to get involved with it, that sees the benefit of this, and wants to do it.
Yeah, it's probably that's probably where the problem is, because that's probably something Brian wouldn't want to get involved with, because he's retired.
Okay.
And he spends most of his free time working with us on the sim.
Yeah.
So he probably wouldn't want to get involved. From what you're describing, this has actually been done before.
So you can do it
quite a long
separately.
Time ago.
Yeah, you can do it separately by using an external
It was
board.
produced by CSM.
By what?
There's a product that did this quite a long time ago. Going back quite a number of years. It was produced by CSM and Colin Mill of CSM.
Well,
basically, it was an infrared system for shooting, basically for combat with wings.
Yeah, all that I said already exists. The problem is it's on the scrap board, so this doesn't fly properly.
Yeah, you're just trying to get the hook up into Betaflight so that you can have Betaflight cut the props when you've been shot and all that kind of stuff.
Or whatever. I just want a good flying quad with a shooting system.
Also, we want it open source so that everyone can play, rather than a proprietary system. You know, I can see it, if it's in Betaflight, you could put it across any kind of whoop or drone or whatever it is, and everyone can have a go. If it's proprietary, we're trying to take weight away from whoops, not add to it.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not the same kind of thing.
Yeah, we want to add a couple of LEDs, not to and not create like a whole new board that only a few select people are going to have. Is the thing.
Yeah.
But
I mean, from what you've described, I don't think what you're trying to do is actually that complicated.
I know it's not.
I agree. I agree. It's just finding the right person.
Yeah, you just need someone like Brian who's used to working with integrated circuits and the code of Betaflight.
Yeah.
I mean, it is something he could do, but I know for a fact he wouldn't want to do it.
Well, if you wanna just mention it to him, he might be interested in
maybe
in helping out. There's no.
Well, it's dogfighting. Like everyone wants to do dogfighting. don't you want to be doing dogfighting in your living room? Like that's all we're asking for. Yeah.
That's all we're
not
asking. Cue the violin. Cue the violin.
Yeah. Just a little bit of dogfighting.
Dogfighting in your living room. That
sounds awesome.
That sounds like some other sport entirely.
No, not that. No, definitely not that.
Anyways, thank you so much for.
Thank you for joining us.
I mean, if you can mention it to him.
Yeah, I'll have a word with Brian and just see what he thinks.
See the benefit of it, because this, I think,
even if it can help point us in the right direction,
or someone else,
so we're not just flailing in the dark. That would be so helpful.
I think the big problem is all those GitHubby things are just so long. Like to read through, and you don't know which one you're reading, so you got to end up reading everything.
No, I understand. My problem is just implementation of the code. That's it. Because I know how to code. I understand what the code is saying, but my skills end at the part where I need to connect something that already exists with the existing code, and then compile it to a specific target, like I don't know, the boards that we're using. You know. So I understand how it's supposed to work, but my skills kind of end there. But if no one is going to help, eventually I'm just going to get bored out of it and just learn it. And it will take me, I don't know, a month or so, but I'll do it myself.
Or two. Yeah.
But I would love to have someone else. I think this will change flight as we know it.
I think so.
Because the thing is that you could easily implement this on a 5-inch today.
You could.
Yeah?
It's big.
But because it's outside, you're not going to have the best results. Right?
And it's not what I want.
And it's not like there's a lot of setup that you have to do. Hey guys, do you want to go out into this field? Bring your quads. You have to solder this and that and that.
There's a lot more potential damage and danger that can be done with a 5-inch than a whoop.
But with a whoop, it's so accessible. Like anyone can just solder a couple of things in here and fight with their mates, right? I think if I get this working, I don't know if I'll be able to fly normally without wanting to battle every single time, you know?
I think it's going to change it. I think you're going to have a whole genre of gameplay.
Yes.
It'll be a whole genre. Like you know, look, this whole thing, you could go to, you've shot this target and it's giving you a different gun.
Yes, it's
and you've got, maybe it's a wider gun. You could end up putting 2 LEDs on the front, and you've got now more powerful shooting range. Like
that's in the future.
It could get a whole genre on its own.
You can, but I'm happy to just get.
Just to start,
another guy,
shoot one,
and he goes into fail safe. That's it. I'm happy with
I'm just saying that I can see it being way, way bigger.
You can.
Than what we want. But
and with Tiny Whoop games or with drone games.
Yeah.
What current things there are? You set up gates and then you fly through them.
That's about it.
Or you go and do freestyle.
Okay.
Freestyle doesn't require setup, but you're not gonna do freestyle with a whoop.
No, you could do loads of games like this.
But with gates, it's a setup time. There's no setup for this. You literally plug a battery. Hey mate, you wanna have a fight? And that's it.
We're thinking. Okay, Ashley, I feel like we've taken plenty of time, buddy.
Thank you so much, Ashley.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the skills you're looking for. I think the issue is that the typical people you would hit for this are already commercially involved in doing things, and what you're really looking for is somebody who would want to do this for fun.
Yes.
On the side, and isn't already doing it, this kind of thing commercially, as their job. You kind of want an enthusiastic hobbyist who knows this stuff. And that's probably why they're a bit harder to find, because the typical targets that you would go to who would know how to do this are already commercially doing it as a job and probably don't.
Well, this is it. If you pay for it, then you're going to have to try and recover that cost.
Well, depends how much.
Depends on how much.
10 quid.
No, look. Even if they wanted,
good deal.
Look, if they wanted 300-400 quid, I could suffer that. I'd swallow that and give it to the community. I wouldn't have a problem. Yeah. But if they wanted 8,000, that stops. Things change. And I appreciate that their time is valuable. Clearly it is, because we can't do it.
We could crowdsource to pay for it.
But if that was possible, I would rather go down that way.
Let's see how popular it is.
Yeah, because look, if I'm prepared.
Yeah, I mean that is an option. Is to crowdsource the funding for basically. An electronics developer, because that's what you want really, is you want an electronics developer, somebody who develops electronics and writes the code for it as well.
Maybe Brian might give us a number that we could work with,
or a person. I prefer to do this pro bono really, because we're having fun. It's just like spending thousands of pounds from the community.
Yeah, it would be great. It would be great to have it for nothing, for sure, because it's all about it being open source. But I want it so.
I do know a few people who do this sort of thing, so I'll have a little bit of an ask around some of my contacts.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd really appreciate if you could do that. And if it comes to it, maybe we might have to financially back it, but. It's all about it. I just want everyone to play, bros, because I think it's going to blow people's minds.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be the best thing since Whoops come out. That's what I think. Like, it's all about the Whoops, though. For me, I'm seeing it as an indoor, like flying and fighting in your living room. Before I see it as a mini quad thing.
Yeah.
But if it's in beta flight, it should work for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ashley,
thank you.
Ashley Davis, thank you very, very much.
By the way, Ashley Davis is the man from Velocidrone.
A very good simulator.
Yes.
Yeah, we've seen Velocidrone. Yeah.
Do you have is there anything coming out for Velocidrone?
Anything you want to tell us about Velocidrone?
We got a full wind simulation coming in Velocidrone. I think we're the first simulator to do a proper wind simulation. That's coming in the next patch. That's probably the main feature we're introducing in the next patch. What else? On smaller features, we've got different blade profiles coming in the next update. So you'll be able to change the feel of the props beyond just changing size. You'll actually be able to change the profile of the prop and get a different feel to the quad entirely. We're trying to recreate things like some of the more popular props that are coming out now are things like 5146s and 5141s, which are, they're much crisper, tighter flying, grippy kind of props, and we've been working on producing profiles for those.
Very cool. Okay. Well, the wind is definitely an interesting thing, because that's always something that's missing on on simulators, isn't it? It's not like.
Well, yeah,
absolutely. I mean, generally simulators you fly in what I would call it's kind of a dead environment because there's no external forces acting on the quad, particularly only the ones you generate from working the throttle and the roll and pitch and yaw. So it adds that kind of unpredictable element to it.
It'd be great to be able to practice and just ramp it up to 40 mile an hour wind, just to have the experience.
Exactly.
Well, we've set the maximum to 40 mile an hour in the sim, but I have to say it's not very practical trying to make gates with 40 mile an hour winds.
What was the wind today that we were flying?
We know all about 26. Wind and gates, I tell you.
We were flying with 26 today, doing like a tiny gate.
With a tiny micro stuff
Tiny micros flying in 40 mile an hour wind is like a mini quad in a
hurricane.
In a hurricane.
We can try it.
Anyway.
Ashley, if you can let us know, please, sir, when you get some.
Carlos has got my contact details and stuff. So I'll see if I can find anyone who's. I've got a few contacts that do this kind of thing, so I'll see if I've got anyone, including Brian, who's interested in having a look at it.
Awesome. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether I'll get a bite or not, but
I mean, the fact that you're trying is already.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
That's it.
Just trying is enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, man.
Cheers.
Cheers. Have a great day.
And you. Bye.
Cheers. Bye bye. That was awesome.
Yeah, man.
How awesome was that? That's a very positive conversation. I think that because it's not an impossibility.
It's not, I'm happy that a lot of people see it as, look, it's not that hard to make it. We're not like dreaming of spaceships to take a whoop up to space and then back and stuff like that.
Look, if you said to me we know that the transponder code is there, just needs a bit of tweaking.
Yes.
We're not asking you to write from the beginning.
Yes.
We know that the receiving code. That's interesting. I didn't know that was on there. But that would be.
It's not on there.
But that would be
it's been developed already.
But that would be someone like us wanted this extra little thing and had to write that bit of code, and it's waiting to get added in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it would need another bit of code for the actual game.
Yeah.
Shot once, shot twice, whatever it is, and how it responds.
Integration with OSD.
The integration.
All of this is possible. It just requires a little bit of work.
The OSD is already there. Like, we could have it in any direction. You could have your shots on the side and stuff.
Yep.
You could have the one that I like with the closing the screen off. Yeah.
I really like that idea.
If you did that as like a first warning shot, like your first two just closes the screen, maybe.
I like Tristan's idea a bit better.
Which was?
Than the OSD closing.
Which was?
And the same thing happens in the tanks.
Which is?
You lose response from one side. You can't
turn left.
Yes. The same thing happens in the tank.
Oh, that's interesting.
I like that.
That's interesting. So you can't turn left and then you can't turn right if you shot second time.
Or the pitch goes. You can only pitch one way.
Yeah, that's quite interesting.
So you can still maneuver, but very, very.
Ultimately, I don't.
You're wounded.
That wouldn't be overly complicated for a beta flight.
It shouldn't, because all you're doing
is
reducing the. So when it receives a signal, it says where the signal is, right?
Yeah.
And all it's saying is that now the signal only goes up to here.
That is doable.
See? Very simple.
It's very doable.
Just a few lines of code, literally.
So on those super positive notes, I'd like to thank Carlos for joining me today, and Thomas Ashley, this guy here, Ewok, and
the Ewok,
Tristan,
he's grown up,
newest pilot. I'd also like to thank all of you guys for joining us on the live stream. Thank you very much for watching along and listening to us discuss the crazy madness that we do. FPV.
Should be FPV therapy.
We love it, and we hope you do too. So get out there, make something, enjoy it, chuck FPV on it, film it, let us know what you've done, post it up. Happy flying.
Keep driving.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with you.
And may the 4th be with you.
It is.
Always.
Always. Always.